Hi there, my name is Syria and today we're playing 60 Seconds. And as some of you may have read on Twitter, I'm having technical problems. That being that I cannot connect to my Twitch Alerts account. So there will be no alerts in today and I have no idea on how to see if somebody followed me or not, for example. Because I cannot access my dashboard there. So that's a little bit problematic, but I thought I'd stream anyway. But we have to do without the alerts for now. And hi there, Bob. So, that out of the way, let's get started. See if we can do better this time. But my guess is we will die again. Hey there, Louis Ranger. Nice to see you too. Well, we're still trying on easy. I don't even have a chance on easy. Okay, let's get ready. Yeah, I saw your tweet. Yeah, it's really sad that we can't have the Twitch alerts today, but at least I can stream without. Okay, there's Timmy. Oh, concentration, where's the rest? Okay, there's the family, but... Radio? Any radio nearby? Doesn't look like it. Screwed again. Oh, there's the radio, I think. Yeah. Hey, Dolores. Come with us. And then we have to get Timmy, and then we have to see that we find an axe or something. At the very least.
Oh.
Ah, great. And some water would also be nice. Okay, water's in here. And a map. Oh, we're almost out of time. Can I? No, I cannot go back there. I think I don't have time. And down there. Okay, hopefully it's good stocked, because we didn't get that much soup and water. Water looks a little bit low. We have enough soup, at the very least. But we have a radio and a working map. Some first aid kit and weapon. That is something, at least. So since the alerts are not working, if anybody kinda still wants the name to get read out, just let me know in chat. Hi there, Sky. Nice to see ya. How are you doing? Okay, everybody made it into the shelter. There's already bullets in there. Well, not too much. Water would have been better. Okay, and nothing on the first day. Water is really low. And I didn't get a gas mask. That should be a problem. Yeah, there will be a lot of soup here. This game is kinda soupy. Don't worry about it, Louis Ranger. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, but they will have to eat soup. They'll have no other chance. Okay, being stuck in such a tiny shelter would make anyone a bit apathic. We need to stay calm and await the rescue. Surely they come for us, right? I wouldn't be so sure you died the last times, everybody. Mary Jane is fine. As to Timmy and Dolores. And Ted. Wonder who's dying first this time. I'd guess Ted. Thanks for the host, Sky. At least I'm seeing that in the chat. I think the alerts will not show up. But from time to time I'll try to connect. Maybe it will work later. And since I don't have a mask, I don't really want to prepare any expedition for now. Maybe if we get kinda a notice that it's safer outside, then we can go out. We felt like something was staring at us from the corner of the shelter. We think it's a rat. At least it looks like a rat. A rat on a very good diet. We decided we need to do something about it, or to put it more bluntly, it's either him or us. Okay, we have the option of either taking the axe or the gun. I think we might need the axe still in order to get rescued. At least the last, I don't know, 2 out of 5 times or something, they wanted us to chop down trees. So I'll try the gun for now. Hope that it doesn't break. Oh, and it worked. It didn't break. And we still have our ammunition as well. That is good. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. And everybody kinda needs some water. Yeah. Okay, and they are getting some. But water, we really don't have too much. So the first thing we should get on the expedition should be water. If we really run very low on water, maybe I should send somebody out and just cure with the first aid kit. I'm just preparing. I don't know if we'll send somebody out. We heard something about supply drops on the radio. It just might be what we need to survive, and it's supposed to happen near our house. Shall we go out and find out if it's really happening? Yeah, we could go if we had a gas mask. I was just hoping that would already be in stock. But sadly, we didn't get one. It was too dangerous to get out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. The static is so relaxing. Or not. It kinda freaked me out. Okay, Mary Jane is fine. Asks Timmy, Dolores, and Ted. So nobody needs something. Okay, should I send somebody out or not? Since they'll probably get sick if I send them out, but we're so low on water. Okay, if they get sick, I'll use the first aid kit to cure. And I give them the rifle with. Hopefully this works out and we don't send somebody to die. So early already in the game. Oh, at least wanna wait until 20, until Ted dies or something. Okay, she went outside. Timmy's on his best behavior. The rest is also okay. A knock on the door is not something we take lightly these days. So when a man came to our doorstep today offering us a highly profitable game of cards, we went convinced. Is a bat of 2 soup cans in our card game a reasonable choice in our situation? No, we have plenty of soup and we don't have cards either, so if he's not providing, we can't. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set to the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We send that man away. Good riddance. You sooner rob the elder people. That's kinda how it goes. Something to drink for Timmy. Everybody wants water. But I wonder if we can still wait out for one day. Because our water supplies are really not looking that good. And I have 3 bottles. Timmy's not looking well. Okay, we skip one day and then I think we give them some. What's that sound? a galloping horse. We rushed to the door and were greeted by two men dressed like they'd come from a medieval fair. We identified the source of the sound. One of them was holding two rocks and hitting them against each other constantly, while the other was skipping and pretending to be a rider. They said they're looking for some antique cup, but they've got lost, and they would be most grateful if we would let them check our map, provided we have one. Okay, so that event again. Most of the time they're giving us something good for it, so let's let them see our map. I think they gave us the Scout book this time. They seemed friendly enough, so we let them take a look at our map. They thanked us and offered us some supplies in exchange. We graciously accepted and wished them luck on their quest. Okay, Timmy needs water really badly. And Dolores as well. Okay, then one bottle. Hopefully Mary Jane is coming back soon. Oh my, it's that event again. After all the days we spent down here were not exactly clean. We smell bad, really bad. Didn't bother us until we noticed it, and now we're about to get sick. So why not take a shower? We don't have soap, but there are other alternatives to consider. Yeah, we only have the bullets. That doesn't make any sense still, but let's just try. And everybody's still fine, so must have worked. Dirty not, it's the smell that's the biggest issue here. How do we deal with that? Well, we've got some spare ammo, so why not use the gunpowder to kill the smell? Let's rub it in. Sounds like a brilliant idea. Timmy should eat something. Okay, we have plenty of soup, so I'm just giving them some. You would expect a nuclear explosion would be enough to quench any petty arguments. When the future is not looking too pretty and all you see is naked walls, not much is necessary for an explosion. It happened. We started fighting like crazy. Mary Jane is still not back. Kinda worried here. We could barely sleep after all that arguing. Let's hope this won't happen again. Okay. Boris has not eaten for a while. He just had something. As did Ted. I'll just wait. We know very little about what's going on the outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more. Maybe discover if anyone else made it to safety. A radio could help with this. Good thing we have one this time. And she's back and she's sick, certainly. But I think she found a bottle or two of water. We're able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. Fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Okay, just after she came back and got a bad sickness. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. And she also brought the rifle back without any hurt. Spotted an unknown group of people scavenging in our neighborhood. They had a lot of bags and backpacks. Too many even. They were really busy and didn't notice when one of the backpacks went missing, with a little help from us. The sound of glass hitting glass while running with a backpack could mean only one thing. Water. So we got 2 bottles extra, that's good. The other pocket of the backpack contained a deck of cards. Better than nothing. Yeah, especially if the government wants us to signal them with cards again. That was kinda crazy. Okay, Mary Jane needs food. And she's sick. Now let's take a look. And the others all want something to drink. Okay. Let's see, hopefully I'm not too kind with the water. Timmy's about to go out next. To get the phone call across the street. Hopefully the other survivors again. And he didn't even get a sickness. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the other caller. Okay, it's the others from Hill Valley. We never kinda had a second call from them. Wonder what that event will lead to. Maybe we have to hold out for longer, or to see some effect. Mary Jane is still hungry, but she got some honey, so she should be fine. Okay, and the others are all fine. And let's prepare an expedition. Unless I can see Twitch Alert is still not connecting, so we're still having a problem. Wonder why. Might have to find out later. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Would have thought the rats would ruin such a lovely neighborhood. We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Radio time. See what the government wants from us this time. We made contact. The military is out there and they are coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio in working order. And still survive. Water is looking bad again. Not little Timmy. Yeah, but Timmy has to do his part too. So I think I'll send him outside next. I hope nothing happens to him. Timmy is good. Mary Jane is thirsty. Okay, Timmy, you're on your best. I'll also give him the rifle. Hopefully he's back soon. Probably should have changed that up earlier. Anyway, Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. I think that could still wait one day. Okay, the Lars and Tat need water. That's for sure. I'm not sure about the soup. Hungry, not eaten for a while. I think we can skip one night and then we'll give them some soup. The last thing we expected to hear while sitting on a far-out shelter was a trumpet. It was played by someone who was clearly not a trumpet player and who had probably never heard a trumpet play in his entire life. He came with a friend who knocked at the door and demanded that we let the merry man enter. They could take from the rich and give to the poor. Should we let them in? Last time we let them in, they kinda robbed everything from us, so that's a clear no. Not opening up for you. Like taking our soup. Maybe Timmy is also finding a next first aid kit. Might never know when we need it. He didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Okay, they're still hungry, so I'm giving them some. Don't want them to get sick because of that. Got, I think, Ted sick last time when we didn't give him enough. What we would give to be able to enjoy the sunshine again. We can't say there is a lot of light underground. We don't expect it to get any brighter down here. Or any less depressing. On day 15. Can't Scott have anything to say. Try to help those in need. What goes around, comes around. Yeah, would be easier if I had more myself. Okay, Timmy, please get water. We have a problem. As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. Okay, could use a little food. You just had some. Let's look for something to drink. What was that? A rat. Rats are usually smaller than cats, And what's with the double tail? We can't let that thing get to our supplies. Good thing we still have the axe in here. Hopefully it doesn't break. It will still need it later on. Okay, seems to be intact. Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still on top of the food chain. Good for us. And nothing new. And the other two are thirsty. Might prove a problem. Wonder if I should drag them out one day or if I should give them water. All the Morris wants is really thirsty. Hopefully it's not a mistake. Hear that? No? Because no one is talking. Not a word in ours. None at all. We can't just stare and stare at the walls. We need to do something about this. Yeah, listen to some music. That might help you. If there's something. Or, didn't you say the static was relaxing? I'll try that. Huh, how fortunate we took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music up there, don't they? Mary Jane's fine today. As is Dolores. And Ted. And I'm worried about Timmy. He's not coming back. We're either going crazy for the entire shelter is crawling with little insects, or worse. It's worse. There's spiders, and not some miniature ones, but huge, furry, and very creepy beasts. We got to do something about them. Okay, so the only option we have is to look it up in the Boy Scout guide. So we might do that. I'm still trying to connect, but don't have... No, I don't have any chance. Might not even connect for the whole stream, it seems. Well, then we have to do without. A good book is the solution to any problem you encounter. This includes marauding spiders. A few precise hits and suddenly every spider is aware of that the word decimation means. We also found a misplaced soup can while hunting those pesky spiders. That was a bountiful hunt. Okay. I thought we looked it up, but we kind of smashed them with the book. That works fine as well. Mary Jane is quite hungry. And also thirsty. What's up with her? Dolores is quite calm. And nothing going on with Pat. What's about Timmy? How long has he been gone now? 3 days? 4 days? Pretty long, that's for sure. Oh dear, we just remembered we planned on taking the trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, we're going right. We're pretty sure they don't bomb warm places. Okay, he's back, finally. And he doesn't even seem to be sick, just very tired. Starvation and tired. And I think he got a bottle of water. So, very good. Our relocation is probably something we'll be able to discuss after we get out of here. We're so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Brought back the rifle. Also, we are out of ammunition by now. Before our expedition could get anywhere, we ran into a group of freaky people dressed like wizards. They were eager to trade some of their supplies for a few items. It sounded like a fair deal, so I invited them in. They were really ecstatic about purchasing a pair of old socks, which had been lying in the corner for some time now, living their own life. The wizards got them in exchange for a few bottles of water. One of them placed the socks on her ears and started to dance. Okay. Very crazy, but at least we got water, so I don't really care about that. Okay, there's nothing new to bother Mary Jane. Timmy needs food. Okay, trying to remember that. And he did good work. definitely. Hungry and thirsty. Hungry and thirsty. Okay, then we just celebrate. Celebration mode. Just give them all something. And prepare the next, of course. We need more and more. Oh my god. Remember that time Mary Jane went out to scavenge supplies? When she got back, she had a wound on her forearm. Nothing serious, she claimed, but it looked like something had bitten her. Now that injury is looking much worse. I feared it may be infected. We have to clean it up. That's really bad, since I know if you use the axe, it will break. At least it broke the last times. But if we don't do it, then she'll get sick. And we don't have a first aid kit either. So hopefully the next scavenger is finding an axe again. Yeah, the axe broke just like I thought it would. Mary Jane got the wrong idea when we brandished the axe. She tried to limp out of the bunker. Fortunately, she was too slow, and we were able to explain our intentions before she ran off. Hitting the axe's blade allowed us to clean the wound and stop it from festering. Now it's up to her immune system to fight off the infection. We had to break our axe to do it, but she's looking better today, so we are hopeful it was worth it. Yeah, hopefully. Not that the military wants us to chop down these trees again. Then we are in a problem. That's how Mary Jane is handling the situation. Timmy should eat something. And the others are fine. Okay, little Timmy. Here you have one soup. Okay, and who's going to the surface? We don't really have something to defend ourselves if she takes the rifle. So I'm just gonna send her out with nothing. And hopefully that's a good idea. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. And let's hope she brings good supplies. Timmy is very hungry. You just got something the last day, so you should be able to hold on. But he needs water. The military is transmitting again. They said their first step is to locate any remaining survivors. A plane will be doing a sweep over the neighborhood this evening, and we're supposed to be out in the open signaling to it with a flashlight that we don't have. That's always the same. We're kinda always out of the stuff that they want for us. Hopefully they'll ask for it again, and in the meantime we can kinda acquire some flashlight. The signal has to wait. Besides, do they even know how much flashlight batteries cost? Especially in this economy? Especially after it was wiped out? Timmy should eat something. And the others need water. There are only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker, so we thought, hey, why not play some games? They are not just for kids, you know. Let's see. I think the government is kind of sending the same message over and over until you get the item that they're requesting. At least that was the case with the axe and some other items I don't remember. So let's just hope that Mary Jane brings a flashlight back. We played hide and seek. The longest round we were able to play lasted for around 10 seconds, and that was only because the lights went out for a moment. Oh, that's too sad. Timmy is very hungry. Royce is fine and well. And Chad has our problems. Okay, then let's give Timmy a soup. He asked for it for days now, so shouldn't be a problem. And they're thinking about the south trip again. And sadly I don't hear Mary Jane returning yet. Dolores is fine and has his tap, but Timmy needs water. I might be out of supply soon if I keep on playing like that. Maybe I should be a little bit more cruel. Our hideout was approached by a man we didn't know. He claimed he used to be an accountant, but now he survives as a trader and a gambler. He offered us a card game for a bet of 2 water bottles. Shall we play? We might lose too, so my answer is no. And he might even trick us. Yeah, gambling is still a terrible habit. I just don't want to use the bottles up. Timmy's making the best of the situation. Yours is hungry and thirsty. I'll skip those to water. Wait for the soups. How about we put that radio to good use? Something might be in the air even now. Shouldn't you be listening all the time, Kenna? Timmy is still not being better. Some friendly soul on the radio was talking about a supply pack she'd lost during a trip through our town. We immediately realized she must have been driven through our street. We rushed out and got the package before anyone else. So we got 2 bottles of water, 1 soup can, and new ammunition. That's good. New axe would have been better, but I'm not complaining. Timmy is good. And the other 2 are hungry, but let's wait out another day before we give them some. We decided to peek outside for just a minute to see if the store around the corner was still standing. When we were about to step out, we heard a growl in the darkness and a pair of ferocious eyes appeared a few feet away. We only had moments to decide what to do. Yeah, that's the dog again, and we had to use a flashlight. But we don't have that this time, so I'm not using anything. I don't want to shoot the dog. Plus he's not gonna do something to us. And it looks like Mary Jane returned. Ooh, with a lot of water. Good job there. Ah, and she has a flashlight as well. Very good job, Mary Jane. In other circumstances, we might risk battling a beast in the darkness, but for some reason we felt that was not our liking. So we screamed and screamed with terror. The creature was probably more afraid of us than we were of it. It left in a hurry. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. We liked our street, especially during national celebrations. Everyone joined in and decorated the lawns and houses. Plenty of fun was to be had. The street doesn't look like it will be used for any celebrations anytime soon. Not in the next 100 years anyway. But we had an idea. Maybe something useful could still be found amongst the rubble. It appears that Mr. Jenkins, from down the road, was brewing his own moonshine. We discovered a few bottles with labels that suggested a high percentage of alcohol. But the stuff tasted like water, so we assumed he failed. Or did he? Well, it's liquid, so we don't care. But we got 1 bottle of water. Oh, that combined to the big bottle. The debris formed a tunnel of sorts. At the end of the tunnel there was a bright light. We were amazed, we were frightened, we were curious. We soon discovered the meaning of all this. Yep, it was a flashlight. Okay, so when the government wants us to signal them next time, we have one. And that's good. My Jane could use a little food. That's fine by me. Did a good job. Timmy should drink. The others are also hungry. Okay, celebration. A young man paid us a visit today. He told us a story of his brave twin sister who went missing while spying in a nearby bandit camp. He said that while these circumstances are far from perfect, they were in fact meaning to contact us eventually and meet us. He believes his sister was discovered and is currently held captive in that camp. He has a few men, but he could use all the help he can get. Should we help him out? Yeah, I think it's time for Ted to do his stuff. Hey Ted, help him. Take the rifle with you, if possible. Did that sound good? Did that sound like shooting? I'm not sure. The young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but really friendly. We found the girl, threw her a weapon, and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader was actually the father. Oh, this is crazy. It's a crazy small world we live in. Anyway, they were really thankful and promised to contact us soon. Chat safely? Mary Jane's dying, could use a little food. Jimmy should eat. And is pretty fatigued still. Shouldn't he be better by now? Dolores has not eaten for a while. Needs water. Now let's get water for Dolores. I'll see who needs something to eat. Pretty much everybody. And then we open up one can. We'll also prepare an expedition. The other day we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened it, we finally found a suitcase on the doorstep, and there was no one around. It isn't signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we check it? Okay. The last times we did that, we always got an injury or got sick, so not taking the chances. Our supplies looking okayish at the moment. We have no idea who left this, and nowadays you can't trust anybody. We're not risking our lives for some supplies. They could be poisoned. We threw the gift away and quickly forgot about it. Okay, that might be the better option. At least I hope so. I was still not able to connect, so it doesn't seem like Twitch Alerts wants to come back to the stream. Well, we have to deal with that then. We have no idea who left this. Yeah, well, we read that. Mary Jane's day could use a little food. Are they thirsty? Now they're using up our supplies pretty badly. Okay, let's see. Could use a little food, so we're waiting with that. I think we gave everybody something. It's very thirsty. Could be urgent. And I give Tat something to eat because his stomach is rumbling and I'm setting him outside, and I think this improves his chances of coming back alive. At least I hope so. How long did I manage to survive with this? I think one time I got to over 60 and one time over 70 days, but always everybody died in the end. So I never managed to let at least one person survive, so that's kind of my goal at the moment. At least get one person through one time. But we also had tries where I kind of died off after 20 days already, so it's been kind of mixed. I mean, it's kind of based on random events as well, so it's understandable. Nothing with Mary Jane. Timmy needs water. Dolores is pretty fatigued. Oh no, didn't I give her enough to eat? Okay. Then I give her something now. Doesn't sound too good. During the night we heard some suspicious sounds coming from behind our door. When we peeked out in the morning, we saw a leather suitcase. No, that again. I will not open that. Pretty much booby-trapped again, would be my guess. Yeah, the game actually is pretty hard. I'm only playing on easy and still I can't manage to let anybody survive. It's kind of, if I have nice stocks in the beginning, a lot of bottles, a lot of soup, a map, a radio, everything. I had a flashlight, I had an axe in one try, and a gas mask. I had everything basically, except for the cards, and then the government wanted me to signal them with cards, so it's kind of hard on the play of the game. But that's good, that makes it interesting. Mary Jane's diet could use food. I'm just pretty fatigued. Water for Dolores. Okay, it's getting kind of hard to ration now. The military is transmitting again. They said their first step to locate any remaining survivors. Claim will be doing a sweep over our neighborhood this evening. Okay, this time we have the flashlight. Hopefully they will see us. And then I think we have a second plan we have to do. Probably having something to do with the axe we don't have or something. Because I never managed to get to that point. Then maybe they save us. I'm not sure how long they will take. Or if the government even will be saving us. I don't know if that's an option. Everything was going as planned. But then the flashlight stopped working. We were lucky to get it fixed. But in time to hear the distant roar of the plane's engines. We're pretty sure the pilot saw us. Let's see if they get back to us. Yeah, hopefully soon. Mary Jane needs water. Timmy's okay. And Dolores is fine as well. So water for Mary Jane, and our supplies are getting low again. We're a regular family, so we have the occasional argument or two. But it was never as intense as the fight we just got into. No one wants to speak to each other. Let's just hope this won't last too long. Let's just hope. They're all tired. So if Ted comes back, I kinda don't have anybody to send out. That's bad. We need to get somebody better. Don't know. Like, Timmy should be the first one to get better. There's nothing better than the quiet after the storm. Or was it the other way around? Okay, Mary Jane, everything's calm. Timmy needs something to drink. You can have that. And again, that trip to the south. They're only dreaming of that. But at least they're dreaming about something, at least. It's getting crazy. So, fatigued and thirsty. Timmy's only fatigued, so I think we may be able to send him outside. Although it lowers his chances of coming back. Speaking of coming back, when is Ted coming back? Planning far ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. Yeah, it's getting low again, isn't it? Okay, Mary Jane looks fine today. Timmy has rested. And Dolores needs water. We're closed off in a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of the local retirement home. They must have some supplies in our opinion. We need them more. The well-being of our family is the most important thing in the world. Right? Okay. I think from this we kinda always got some supplies. We never ever really got supplies from the school building. So I'm just taking this. I'm so desperate, I don't care about the morale anymore, I think. Okay, let's see how this turned out. Oh, and I like the new people here. We went, got what we needed, and came back. We're sure that group will do just fine. Most probably, yeah, absolutely. Okay, now we have an axe again. That's very good. And I think the elderly people really didn't need that axe. I mean, probably couldn't even wield it right. Okay, let's see. Mary Jane needs water. Dolores is fine. Timmy needs to eat. Did I get that right? Mary Jane needs water. Yeah. Okay, let's hope the government contacts us soon. No, let's hope they just want to have us the stuff that we need. If they want us to have a gas mask or check our board now, then I'm going insane here. Being safe down here is much better than being pulverized out there. But that doesn't mean we don't want to go outside. Maybe we could take a walk soon. The neighborhood is probably much more peaceful since the bombings. And Ted is coming back. He's hungry, tired, and fatigued, but not sick. That's a good sign. But I don't really see what he got from us. Maybe a little bit of water, since I got the big bottle again. Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. Ted has returned safely from the voyage to the surface. We used to visit our local cinema so often that we could travel there blindfolded. It wasn't that surprising when this was where our feet took us, almost without involving our brains in the process. The cinema had a strict policy of not bringing your own drinks into the movie hall. Seems like somebody broke that rules a little. We found a lot of bottles in the last row of the hall. Some were even full, so we got 2 bottles of water. That's cool. Oh, looking good this playthrough. But always when I say that, then we kinda got a problem, so I'm expecting problems here. Mary Jane is fine. Timmy needs water. And Ted is hungry. Ted is hungry. Timmy needs something to drink. I think that was everything. He's tired and fatigued. But we can't do much about that. We just have to wait until he's better. Okay, and Dolores can still go out, and Timmy is better too. But they are both fatigued. But let's prepare an expedition anyway. Today we are visited by a strange-looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. He insisted his prices are so low that it's practically like cutting his own throat. The least we could do was take a look at his offer, although for some reason we don't really trust him. He offers a padlock for the Boy Scout guide, a suitcase for a mask we don't really have, and bug spray for the cards. Okay, this is really gambling kinda, since you don't know which random event we'll need. These 4, we don't know which the government wants next. I think the padlock is for when bandits come and kinda don't have a weapon anymore or don't want to use a weapon. Or if you're the only one standing, then you can kinda use the padlock to still go outside and have a chance that your bunker will still survive. I don't know what this suitcase is for really, except for taking more stuff with you on the expedition. And the bug spray, of course, if we got a problem with them. But I think the cards might be more important for the government, so I'm keeping them. So why not tag in an offer? Despite his desperate attempts to sell us all kinds of things, useless or not, we turned down his man's offers. It's probably for the better. He did look quite untrustworthy. Yeah, that on top of it, but wouldn't have really mattered, I think. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Nothing new from Timmy. Dolores would really love to eat something. And needs water. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Okay. Dolores needs water, that's for sure. Ted just came back, so I'm just gonna give him some, so he's feeling a little better. Mary Jane could use some food. I'm probably dragging that out one day. And who's going outside? Who's looking better? Dolores or Timmy? Yeah, she has a lot more problems, so I'm sending Timmy out. Hopefully he comes back without a problem. And let's give him the rifle. I'm hoping for a medkit, maybe? Or more supplies. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Get us something for drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Any drink you can have. Food. Yeah, she asked for it the day before, so. Timmy went out into the wasteland. Let's hope he gets something for us. I think our food supplies are running low. So that might be an option. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Ted's stomach is rumbling. He just got something yesterday. Dolores I'll wait out for one day. But Ted needs something to drink. There's nothing more annoying than silence, and that's all we are getting from our radio. No music, no talking, nothing. Is there anything we can do with the radio to make it work again? We sure know staring at it won't help. Yeah, the last time I tried to repair it, it's always broken even more, so I'm not doing a thing with it. They're probably just having problems on the other side. We're sure that they are experiencing technical issues. Yeah, that's it. Everything will be just fine. There isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane. And Dolores has not been for a while, and Ted is quite hungry. Let's wait one night with Ted at least. Play a game, they said. It will be fun, they said. They never imagined picking one would be so much trouble. Day 40 already. Ted has been growing a nice beard. But he's still fatigued. Although he doesn't look like it, but he's not tired at least. We played hide and seek. The longest round we were able to play lasted around 10 seconds. That was only because the lights went out for a moment. So kinda still the same in here. Mary Jane seems fine today. Dolores would love to eat something. Didn't I just give her something yesterday? Ted is hungry. Him I skipped the one day, I'm pretty sure. I always wanted to throw a party with a huge cake. For some reason it never worked. One time we were promised a great cake, and it turned out it was a lie. That was a disappointment. We weren't glad. We're definitely getting a cake when the radioactive clouds are gone. Yeah, I sure hope you're getting your cakes. Day 41. Timmy's still not returning. Hopefully not a bad sign. Planning far ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. Mary Jane needs something to drink. As does Ted. And Dolores would really love to eat something. Well, I haven't a problem with our supplies. We received another army transmission this morning. We wished it would mark the end of our stay in the shelter, but it seems the military has other plans. All survivors in the area were asked to head to the nearby park and chop down as many trees as possible to aid the evacuation effort, whatever that means. We may as well join in and spread the whole affair up. Yeah, and this time we even have an axe to do it. So let's go. Off to work. Timmy can sneak like a secret agent man, but that might not be enough to avoid the band of raiders camped near our shelter. We can probably assume he's not coming back. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, one down. Poor Timmy. Maybe I shouldn't have sent him out. And now I'm not even sure we can survive that long, because our food supply is really low. And also, we lost our rifle in the process, since Timmy kinda had it with him. We chopped down as many trees as we could. It wasn't much, but hopefully it will make the difference they wanted. Next time they get in touch, it better be from a tank parked in our lawn, or what's left of it. Our only regret is that this wood chopping business ruined our axe. Which means we're kinda out of the fence, which is really, really bad. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane. Everything's fine with Dolores, and home waiting for Ted. So I have to send somebody out as soon as possible. On our way back from the last expedition, we noticed some drawings on a half-ruined wall nearby. It was a very crude map of our town, and one place was marked with an X. Maybe it's something secret stash of soup. Shall we go and check? Yeah, we'll go and check. You do the deed. Hopefully you come back, Mary Jane. Okay, she's back. But I don't see anything new here. Oh, one soup can. Okay. Lucky fine, we were afraid the map was a trap, leading us straight into a camp full of bandits. But it turned out to be true. In the end of the path, we found some supplies that might be helpful to us. One can of soup. That's certainly better than nothing. Thing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. Okay. Well, my guess is Timmy told them where we are. Mary Jane's tired, could use a little food, and she's tired. Dolores needs water. And Ted's alright. I'm gonna wait one day with that. We don't have so many supplies. As we are looking through our map, we came across a few markings that were not original. Someone has added a pointer to a location near us. What would we find there? We don't know. Maybe it's worth sending someone to check it out? Yeah, Dolores, please take a try and please come back. She seems tired, but otherwise she's okay. We had fun following the map clues despite the grim post-apocalyptic surroundings. They brought us to an old tree with a hollow in its trunk which contained a set of checkers. That's a lucky find. Yeah, not too good, but something. Would have been hoping for a weapon. That would be better. We believe that our expedition to the west end must have been followed by strangers. We should be more cautious next time. Okay, again? Even the short trips are being followed. Which probably means that raiders are coming soon. And we don't have anything to defend, and we don't have a lock. So, problem. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Dolores would love to eat something. And had water. And we only can send one person out, but I'm still preparing an expedition. Confined space is not a very friendly environment, and we quickly got into an argument over some trivial things. If this keeps on, we might find ourselves in a nasty place. Yeah, like Timmy. Poor Timmy. Enough arguing. There are more important things to worry about. Mary Jane is hungry and thirsty. Thirsty at least. Okay, we gave Dolores something last time, so she might not need some. I'm not skipping one day for her. And Ted, you're going outside, and please find a weapon. That would be cool. And come back soon. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Dolores has to drink sometimes. Ted left for the surface. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduced themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? I think the last 3 times we had them, they were just teenagers, and they were helping us afterwards, so I'm more tending towards opening for them. Don't know if it's a good idea, but it's certainly better than nothing. Hopefully this is not a bad decision. We regretted opening the door the minute we saw who was standing on the other side. Dark faces, rifles, and determined looks of a band of teenagers. We're doomed, we thought. Then, out of the blue, one of them asked us if we were with the Reds. We never supported the Red Sox, so we confidently said we weren't. The tension dropped immediately, and those nice young people gave us 2 bottles of water. They also told us to have no fear, since Wolverines are around. We're not sure what Wolverines have to do with all of this, but we took their word for it. 2 bottles of water. Mary Jane is fine. And Dolores as well. Where did that green bottle come from? Oh dear, a pipe is leaking green goo. That's not good. That's not good at all. We need to act now, and no one packed a mop. What should we do? Yeah, try the book. The book of solving everything. And it seemed to have worked. Problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our tiny little shelter. Mary Jane needs something to drink. And Ted kinda is not coming back. I'm kinda worried. He might take his time, but still. We all thought life could be much better. That was before we got nuked. Now we think life could be much better. In a way, not much has changed. I wonder when the government will come back to us. And Ted returned. Sadly, I don't see him bringing any of the soup he brought. Living in the past is not wise in our current situation. We need to think of today and tomorrow. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. It might sound paranoid, but I think someone followed us. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again. The local school is a big building a mile away from our house. Nothing like that place. The atomic blast didn't change that. And without windows and a few walls remaining, it looked even more unpleasant. Pleasant or not, it seemed like a good spot to hunt for some useful supplies. Everybody adored the lunch lady. She was almost 80 and everything she touched tasted great and smelled of tomato. Well, now more soup. Now we know her secret. Tomato soup cans. We got one extra. The biology class had an aquarium. The fish had died since no one fed them, but the aquarium water could still be drinkable. There was enough for a few bottles. Kinda disgusting, but we're desperate here, so we're taking both. Okay, Mary Jane is feeling safe. Dolores needs water and something to eat. And Ted is hungry. And we don't have anybody that can go outside. I'm still preparing, but it's not helping us. We're about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that, when we heard someone knocking on the door. It seems to be a trader who was very interested in ammunition. How about that? Sure. We have some. We don't even have a rifle, so that doesn't really get us anywhere. What's he offering? I think we got more soup. Our visitor was happy to get some ammunition. In return, he offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something is always better than nothing. Mary Jane is still feeling safe. Dolores is calm, and his stomach is rumbling. Oh, we wait one day out. Nobody can go out, so that was kind of prepared for nothing. When is the government coming back to us? Okay, Mary Jane needs water. The day is calm for Dolores. Ted is still hungry and needs water. Okay. The army started broadcasting today. They are requesting a representative from all survivor groups to meet them at a specific location nearby. Seems they wish to question people before they evacuate us from the area. We're not sure if this is a good or a bad idea. We should send someone, though. It's still our best chance. And sadly, everybody is tired. Jimmy Kenna isn't there anymore. So let's try to get somebody up and running and hope that they continue this soon and ask for us again. Otherwise, we are having a problem. Great, I think now Dolores would have been ready to go. Oh, anyway, maybe they'll ask again soon. At least that's my hope. I think they're always repeating, but after a random amount of days. So, could be tomorrow, could be in like 50 days. The risk is not worth it. What if instead of being soldiers, they are bandits? Or worse. What's even worse than bandits? Speaking of bandits, that would really be bad since we don't have any way to kind of defend ourselves. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Dolores needs water. Mary Jane is hungry. Dolores, it's water. The water I give her. I'm not sure about Mary Jane. When did we last feed her? I think I'm skipping that one day. Hope this is a good decision. And I'm not sending her out since we still having good supplies. And I'm worried if the government wants us to go out again and she'll be tired again. Oh great, bandits are at the door, promising us the worst fate we can imagine if we don't let them in. It's time to make a stand or surrender. And I think we die if we do that, so I'll still prepare that. That might be game over now, since we're not having any weapons left. Oh great, came so far. It seems they only took Mary Jane. Can that be? Didn't even take the supplies. What's so important about Mary Jane? The enemy stormed into our shelter, but instead of grabbing our supplies, they got Mary Jane. She put up a fight and kept biting her kidnappers furiously. We hope they don't hurt her. Okay, kinda strange. Okay. But we still live, although our situation is not really better. And I have a neutral report about Dolores. And Ted is also fine. And I will not send her out since I know the government will be coming back to us. Everything's okay with Dolores. Ted needs to drink. I think we still have supplies. Let's prepare that anyway. Ever since we jumped into our fallout shelter, we've been wondering about the other door in the shelter. Should it even be here? Where does it lead? It's time we checked it out. Let's take the flashlight and check it out, and hopefully there's some kind of weapon behind. An axe would be cool. I'll take a padlock too, for the bandits. Nothing? We inspected every corner of the room and found nothing. Well, that was a waste of time. At least nothing bad happened. Ted has rested, so we can send somebody out now. Dolores has not eaten for a while and needs water. And now we can send one of those out. I'm gonna try Ted. Hopefully he finds some kind of axe or rifle or a padlock for us. And that will probably cause Dolores to go crazy all on by herself in here. Everything seems okay with Dolores. Ted left for the surface. I hope he'll be back soon. And here we have Radius again. Okay. That might be the end. Yeah. Great. Killed by Raiders. At least we got some other ending this time. I mean, we're dead again, but it's different. We didn't perish. We're killed off? I don't know. Oh no, instead of murdering us all and robbing our supplies, like we expected them to, the bandits grabbed Dolores and pulled her out of the shelter. Kicking and screaming, "Damn you bandits! Dolores will make you pay for this, we're sure of it." We found the door locked. We tried to get in. We knocked. We yelled. We heard nothing back. Someone or something is inside our home, and it ain't our home anymore. Time to move on. An unknown force took over our shelter. Probably those Wolverines? Or some other bandits? Secrets of the shelter. Okay, and we're dead again. Killed off by bandits. You were driven away. Different ending, same kind of consequence for us. Okay. At least that was somehow refreshing. A little bit different. But still, I would have liked it if we somehow one time really could have survived. And I'm trying another reconnect and Twitch alerts, but it seems it's still not working. No, it's still not working. Can't get it working for this stream. I'm really sorry about that. Have to look into that later after the stream. Okay, then we try another time. Again on easy. I'll probably have the same fate even die earlier. This was so good and we still died. Okay, let's take a look around. Okay. Soup. There's Dolores. Where's everybody? Oh, both in here. Okay. Then we start off here. And Timmy, you're coming with us. No one that grabbed ammunition.
No.
I still have to get Dolores. Kinda forgot about her. Ah, come on. Okay, what do I need? A radio? God, where's the radio? I'm speaking of gas mask? Padlock? I think I have no map. Is there still one nearby?
No.
Okay, we have no time. And we died. Right. Hey, this is the first time we die on this. First time we die on 0 days. Okay, I was a little bit too desperate with getting a map still. So we have to try again. Or not. That means Ted is just dead from the beginning. Oh, this will not be a good playthrough. Okay, that's different. I thought just if we don't get down there, then we just don't start the game at all. Oh, okay. I'm just perishing. Without Ted there, just dead. So I wasn't mistaken. This really means that we can't play. Ted doesn't come down into the shelter. Another try. Maybe should take a better look in the beginning to kind of plan the route. Flashlight. Chorus. Padlock. She's in here. Where's Timmy? If I may ask. Did I not see him? Oh, there he is. Come on, Timmy, we have to go.
No.
Oh, come on. Get in there. Get the map. Get her. I'd like to have a radio, if possible. But I don't see any. Well, maybe we should just forget that axe at least. Axe. Oh, there would be the radio. Well, great. Now it's too late, so we have to do without. Ah, great. Hopefully there's still one stock down there. That's kind of our only chance by now. Okay, what have we got? A1. Everybody's in, we have a map. Bug spray. Okay, no radio. That might be really bad, but maybe someone can scavenge it in the first week. bug spray, cards, and a bottle of water extra. It's very difficult to prepare for unseen consequences when you don't see them coming. Well, they are unforeseen by definition, so that does make a lot of sense. We can't say we are prepared for what happened. Yeah, you don't even have a radio down here. Why didn't they stock up the bunker beforehand? And let's mark a location when we send somebody out. Haunt memories are one thing, but we need to be ready for harsh reality that awaits us. Okay, nothing new. Oh, Tim is also okay. As is Dolores and Ted. When emptying our bucket in front of the shelter, we discovered a hastily drawn map on one of the ruined walls. Someone drew out a route and marked a spot at the end of it. Maybe there are supplies hidden there. Should we check it out? Yeah, Timmy's checking. Come on, Timmy, you can do it. Okay, he's tired, but otherwise okay. This treasure hunt actually turned out to be fun, despite taking place in a radioactive dump towards our town. More importantly, though, it was successful and we managed to find a small package. Whatever is in it will definitely prove useful. Boy Scout Guide. That might prove useful, yes. And Timmy didn't even get the sickness. Maybe he took the mask by default, I'm not sure. Mary Jane needs water. For some. Timmy is very hungry. He just came back from a wasteland, so it's okay. And the other two are needing a drink. Our supplies are looking pretty dim, so we should send somebody out as soon as possible. It's tough surviving in these conditions. Let's hope this will be over soon, or else we might end up dead in some wasteland ditch. That's all something we are looking forward to. Being stuck in such a tiny shelter would make anyone a bit apathic. We need to stay calm and await the rescue. Surely they are coming for us, right? Yeah, just like last time, kinda didn't. Okay, they are good. Timmy is a little hungry. But I'll skip out one day for him. And you're getting outside. You don't really have anything but a mask to take with you. So good luck. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Yeah, let's hope she hurries back at all. Timmy is thirsty. And the others are okay. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave? Walk the surface like we used to. Smell the fumes and pollution. Ah, that's the sign of freedom we miss. We can take care of ourselves. Nothing new to report from Timmy. Water for Dolores and Ted. I'm kinda worried about this play. We had the most curious visitor today. One of them was making sound of a galloping horse. Okay, those two again. Let's take them and let them take a look at the map, since they mostly rewarded something at least. Let's see what it is this time. Hey, a radio! Those guys are always helpful. Never had that event fail on me. Wonder if it's even possible. They seem friendly enough, so we let them take a look at our map. They thanked us and offered us some supplies in exchange. We graciously accepted and wished them luck on their quest. So, finally we got a radio. Things are looking better. The only thing looking bad is our food supply. Nothing new for Timmy. And the other two are hungry. Right. Play a game, they said. It will be fun, they said. They never mentioned picking one would be so much trouble. And Timmy is still tired, but the other two are okay at least. We played I Spy and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that, everyone got bored with the letter W. Timmy is very hungry and needs water. Our soup supply is getting low. There wasn't anything to report about Dolores. We've been written here, so nothing to report for her. And Ted is also fine. We felt like something was staring at us from the corner of the shelter. I think it's a rat. At least it looks like a rat. A rat on a very good diet. We decided we need to do something about it, or, to put it more bluntly, it's either him or us. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Hopefully not. We can't really need that right now. Okay, nothing new going on with Timmy. Dolores needs water. And Ted does need water too. They're kinda using up the supplies here. And where's Mary Jane? This is a joyful time in the Sea of Grief. It's Timmy's birthday today. Just like last year, we waited until the last moment to get him a present. But this time, our options are limited to whatever we can find in the shelter. What is it he getting this year? I'm gonna give him the checkerboard. At least he can play with it. And Mary Jane is back. And she broke up our mask. That's too bad. What did she get? Did she get something at least? When we were taking cover in the shelter, we barely had time to grab anything, so the checker set is missing half its pieces. It seems you can still play with one half, since Timmy has been enjoying himself, so a good choice here. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. The docks are quite a distance away from our house, but we knew of a warehouse that had housed an impressive number of goods before the bombings. We considered it a good idea to pay a visit. The half-drowned container in the back was labeled nothing important. It was full of ammo. And the gas mask was damaged. And that's all. That's not really much, Mary Jane. Okay, she needs a little food. That's fine after the trip. And here is fine as well. We didn't expect to get a phone call so soon after the atomic bomb drop, yet here we were, and we clearly heard a phone ringing outside. Must be the public phone booth on the other side of the street. Should someone go answer it? Yeah, Timmy is. He should be able to do that. At least I hope so. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back to us. Yeah, I hope so too. Let's try to connect to the alerts again. Last time I'm trying it. Hopefully it works this time. Yeah, I think now it's working. Finally. Maybe they had the server down this morning? I'm not sure. But now it's working again. At least I can get to the dashboard. I don't know if it's working per se, but at least I can use it. Yeah, now it's working. And hopefully the events are also refreshed on time. Okay, Timmy returned safe. Mary Jane could use a little food. The rest is fine. I love the food. So we're going to skip that one day. I'm also preparing an expedition. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens, so we've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam's coming to get us. Well, except that one time when we... Never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any signs of them. Let's do that, and let's hope it's working better this time, like last time. We knew it. The government has not fallen, and they're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates at the radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch in a couple of days and told us to wait for the instructions. Okay, hopefully those instructions are not too bad involving stuff that I don't have. But I have a lot of things, except food supply. So we should send somebody out soon. Mary Jane needs something to drink. And she's still hungry. Dolores and Tad need also water. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay. Timmy, your turn. And he can't really take the mask anymore since it's broken. So I'm just hoping he won't get sick, otherwise we have to cure him with the first aid kit. Come on, Timmy, you can do it. Isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane? Timmy went into the waste zone. Dolores is hungry. Ted is okay. Let's skip Dolores for one day. She survives anyway. Surviving down here is no walk in the park. It won't get easier. We're hopeful this will blow over soon, and life will be back to what it was used. Or else we might face dangers we never dreamed of. I don't know what this duel was about. Normally I can kind of figure it out. Maybe that's Mary Jane? I'm not sure. We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal, and we might never get used to it. We hope the help comes soon. It's always better when things are calm. Mary Jane's fine. The other two are a little hungry. I'm not sure. Oh, did we skip Dolores one day? Or was it Mary Jane? I'll skip it another day. Just hope this is not a mistake. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more. Maybe discover if anyone else made it to safety. Let's check the radio. And Timmy's taking quite long again. We're able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Well, let's just hope Timmy's not getting sick, but he probably is since it's just this day and he's been out for a few days longer. Everyone has to drink sometimes, including Mary Jane. I think all three need water. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And the other two also are hungry. That's way too long, I have to give them something. But our supplies are running low. It's hard to keep track of time down here. We can't say if it's night or day. Our sleeping patterns are messed up. Those terrible light bulbs are not helping. Too bad we can't replace them. There has to be something we can do about this. Okay. I know if I don't do that, then everybody will kind of get extremely tired and fatigued. And I can't send anybody out anymore. But I also know that Timmy might come back sick. And we have to cure him. I just hope he finds one. Or is not sick. Or we find another one later. Since if I don't do that, I can't send anybody out. It will probably kill us in a few days then. So take your sleeping pills. Our first aid kit was well stocked with a variety of medical supplies, including a pack of sleeping pills. We never thought we would use them, but in these conditions, it's the right thing to do. Also, it was a nice change from my usual diet of tomato soup. We're all rested now and can enjoy our time on the shelter. Or can we? Knowing that Timmy might come back sick, this is not so good. Mary Jane is rested. Dolores is hungry. Pat is hungry. But I might skip that. We have to ration the supplies, and our food supplies are not looking good. Like, not at all. Remember that time Mary Jane went out to scavenge supplies? When she got back, she had a wound on her forearm. Nothing serious, she claimed, but it looked like something had bitten her. Now the injury is looking much worse. We think it may be infected. We have to clean it up. Okay, now we are sacrificing our axe as well. This is not looking good this time. Also early. And she's hurt either way, so it kind of failed as well. Mary Jane got the wrong idea when we brandished the axe. She tried to limp out of the bunker. Fortunately, she was too slow, and we were able to explain our intentions before she ran off. Hitting the axe's blade allowed us to clean the wound and stop it from festering. Now it's up to her immune system to fight off the infection. We had to break our axe to do it, but she's looking better today, so we are hopeful it was worth it. Ouch, this axe slipped just a bit, but that must have hurt. Okay. So not good. Mary Jane was injured, and we lost our axe as well. Dolores would really love to eat something. Pat says there's no worry about him, he's okay. I'm not sure if he really is, or just pretending to be. I think he was hungry before. We really miss the life we have. The space, the sky, the food. More food. We wish we could go back to the time before the stamp bomb dropped. Not too late for that. And Timmy's returning. And he's sick, as I pretended. But he got his own supply kit, so we are able to cure him. And you found a lot of soup. Fond memories are one thing, but we need to be ready for harsh reality that awaits us. We are so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. From all our daily bread and butter needs, we always went to the small store next to the barber's. They had the most amazing clerk who always asked us to come again. We found it intact. Most food on the shelves were outdated and rotten. A lot of eggs was smashed on the floor. Guess what? Soup cans don't expire until 2050. Good for us. We found a shelf with a big sign that read everything for $99. No, cent. The only thing left were bottles of water. Expensive. Okay, he found lots and lots of supplies. And even a medkit. There was a restroom in the back. Inside we found a dead body next to a first aid box. Guess it didn't help. Okay, good job, Timmy. You're good for something. I take my opinion back. Okay. Timmy is very hungry. I'll give him something. We'll also cure him. Water for the other two. Okay. I will prepare another one, of course. Our family has been stuck down here for a while now, and we are very worried this might have an adverse effect on Timmy's education. Can he even read anymore? Up there, he at least consumed a comic book or two a week. Now, there's nothing. We need to give him something to read. Okay, the checkerboard doesn't really help him to read, and he might hurt himself with a bug spray or something. So I'm giving him the book. That's the most sane thing to do, I hope. The only book we had with us is the Scout Handbook, but it's more than enough to get Timmy reading. He might learn a thing or two along the way. Perfect. Might help us with surviving down here. It's always better when things are calm. Lucky nothing happened to Mary Jane today. Timmy's very hungry, but he's cured at least. Still hungry. Didn't I give him something before? Dolores is calm, Ted's stomach is rumbling. I might skip on Ted one day. Okay, who am I sending out? She's hurt, so I don't want to send her, really. I'm sending Dolores. She looks really fine in a moment. So we don't have anything that we can give her. And hopefully she finds a weapon soon. Since otherwise we're having the same fate as before. Getting raided or something. Mary Jane is hurt and we don't have anything to make it better. Timmy is still very hungry. No, I'm not giving you another can of soup here. Dolores is off to the surface. Ted is hungry. Oh dear, we just remembered we planned on taking a trip to the south in 2 months. If it's still there, we're going there, right? We're pretty sure they don't bomb more places. Wouldn't be so sure about that. If I were you. Our relocation is probably something we'll be able to discuss after we get out of here. Mary Jane thirsty. So is Ted. Timmy is still hungry. Nah, I've gotta skip you another day. We are able to receive another message from the government. The military is preparing a rescue mission. They want all survivors to head to a specific location in the area, then leave a sign that someone is still alive and kicking nearby. Problem is, they provided us with geographical coordinates, but we need a map to find out where that's supposed to be headed. Otherwise, we're just completely goggled, or whatever. Still don't know what that is. Maybe it's just gibberish. Okay, let's check the map and mark our location for them to find. A quick glance at the map gave us all the information we required. We left them a message in a bottle. Mary Jane is safe. Timmy is still hungry. So we can give him something again. While Mary Jane was rummaging through our belongings, she found a little plant seed. We have no idea what kind of seed it is, but maybe it's the start of something great. If we're lucky, it might be an apple tree, or a cherry tree, or something edible. We need to use a bottle of water to plant it. How about that? Okay, we have plenty of water, and I think she takes it personal and kind of goes completely down if we don't let her plant it, so I'm trying that this time. The first time we tried it, it kind of tried to eat us instead, so it was not turning out too well. But maybe there's another outcome programmed here. At least I hope so. Would be happy if I could see that. And Dolores is back. Looks really tired, but otherwise okay. And she found us a rifle. Here goes nothing. Soil, seeds, water. We'll see what happens in a few days' time. Let's just hope these seeds don't turn into something useless flower. Mary Jane seems optimistic enough. Yeah, she's always optimistic about that. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. Should be more careful next time. What was that? Is it a bird? Is it a stockbroker? Is it a bicycle repairman? No, it's the 8 airdrop. That was an excellent time to leave the bunker in search of supplies. One of the food drops broke in mid-air, and now it's raining soup. Lucky for us, a few cans survived the fall. Might not be hit by that, you might get hurt. Some crates are filled with very weird stuff. Why did they drop a crate full of rubber ducks? Yeah, that's really weird. At least one of the smaller crates had a few water bottles in it too, to be exact. So with the one for the plant, we have +1 canna now. We forced one of the boxes open and found an impressive collection of stinky cheese and a gas mask. We discovered that eating with a gas mask in our face is not ideal, and since we value our lives and our noses, we decided to take the mask and leave the cheese behind. Yeah, you're only eating tomato soup, aren't you? Crazy people. A bunch of folks were having a gunfight over several crates of drop supplies. One group emerged victorious and chased off their opponents. One of the guns from the fight was left behind, so we took it. But we don't have any extra ammunition. Oh, yeah, we have. Okay. So that might prove useful. Although an axe would maybe have been better, but we'll see. Mary Jane is looking fine. Timmy needs water. Dolores needs something to eat. Cat is pretty fatigued. Nothing we can really do about that. Mary Jane would really still need a first aid kit. This morning we were surprised to find a letter on our doorstep. It was not signed and it contained the location and time for a meeting tonight. And a few sentences. It said things like, "We're friendly, come unarmed, send one person." We had no idea who could have sent that, but we're guessing this is our chance to find out. Are we sending someone? Okay, that's a good idea. Should we try that? I mean, it could be a trap, but I never tried it before. I think we had this event about, I don't know, 4 times, and I never tried it, because I'm not sure. Maybe a trap. Our try is going pretty well by now, so I'm not sure if I should risk it or not. Maybe it's really people helping us. It could be the survivors from the other town. Don't know if we had the call this time, but it could be. Don't know what else it could be. I'm kind of not sure if I should do that. Should I or should I not? We can only send out either Mary Jane or Tad. Tad is fatigued while Mary Jane is still hurt. Yeah, I really need to know what this event might be about so I can decide more easily next time. So I'm sending her and I just hope nothing happens. Here we go. She looks fine and she's back. What was that about? It's true. It's all true. There really are others like us. We arrived at the rendezvous unarmed and on time, and we were greeted by a friendly-looking group of survivors. They are being led by twins, a brother and a sister, who seem to be friendly enough. They asked some questions and promised to stay in touch. Okay, those are the twins again. They're in a lot of events, aren't they? We kinda had that save the sister event. I think it's also the other way around. We can't save the brother. And then they are kinda attacking another bandit camp we also had later. So a lot of events of those two. Maybe that's also a chance to escape. Nothing matters happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. She's quite hungry. So I'll give her some. Should be okay. Ted needs water and Dolores is hungry. Let's skip for Dolores one day. And prepare the expedition. How about here? I don't really know if it really depends on where we set the marker. I'm kinda going where I want anyway. Take the chances. Yeah, I'm taking my chances. I mean, it's better than nothing. What could happen? I mean, the next event could be bad anyway, no matter my decision. So I can make a medical supply kit out of bug spray, if I'm lucky. I might try that since Mary Jane is still hurt. Hopefully that's turning out well. Yeah, turned out also well. Okay. Timmy's fine. Dolores has eaten for a while. And she needs water. And Ted is hungry. I think we skipped on Dolores one day, but Ted still can hold out. And we are healing Mary Jane. Who's going outside? He's fatigued, she's hurt, fatigued, tired. I'm going with Timmy. I don't know if I should still take the gas mask item. Do we have an... I don't know if we have some kind of... I'm not taking the gas mask for now. I think they said it's safe now. So, should be alright. There you go, Timmy. Do your thing. Find good stuff. An axe, maybe. Axe would be nice. Mary Jane needs water. And her wounds are fixed. Timmy went out into the wasteland. Let's hope he comes back on time. Ted is hungry. Dolores is calm. The more we know about what's going on outside, the better for us. Let's get around the radio and see if we can tune in to a station. Hopefully some news from the government. Nothing, nothing, and nothing. We could hear nothing but the annoying static. Better luck next time. Well, that's too bad. At least they had something to do. Mary Jane is fine. As is Dolores, and Ted is a little thirsty. Let's give him some. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the wastes, and right now, she is on a trail of a giant mutated spider. We're pretty sure she lost her mind. What are you gonna do with that spider, lady? Put it on a leash? She promised that if we help her, she will return a favor in another day. I'm not gonna do that. I'm really not trusting that woman. And we might need our ammunition in case of bandits ourselves, and we don't have an axe. An armed person who murders things for a living, giant mutated spiders in our neighborhood? We don't want to have anything to do with this stuff. Goodbye, lady. Mary Jane is handling it just fine. Dolores needs water. Ted is fine. Plants are usually green, so it shouldn't be too worrying that Mary Jane's plant is a bit glowy. It shines with a healthy greenish color. Maybe that means it will bear more fruit, or vegetables, or whatever those twisted things hanging from the plant are. Shall we collect them now? I'm not sure. Are they radioactive? They kind of sound like that. What happens if I'm not collecting them now? Can I wait for that? I wonder if I can just wait and they'll turn into something else instead. Something better? Or might they get worse when I wait? That might also be an idea. I mean, everything's kind of possible in this game, so could be either positive or negative. Should I not? Shall we collect them now? I mean, it's not killing the plant, is it? I mean, if we're just collecting their fruit. Or maybe the food is getting better if we're just waiting. Since it shines at the moment, maybe if we just wait it gets better. I never had this even before. The plant always turned against us before. So no fruit at all to collect, more just like a plant to chop down before it eats us. Chances. I'm just trying to collect them. What could go wrong? Probably everything. Does collect also mean that they are eating them? Or... everybody's still alive and nobody's ill, so I'm saying it may good. Got caught with the plant, we were able to procure 4 cans worth of food from it. Picolosiums give it extra nutritional value. Cool, that's very good. Hi there, Bob. Welcome back. Yeah, not many days until your birthday. Mary Jane needs water. Lars is fine, and Chad as well. And Timmy's taking his sweet little time. It's so easy to escalate silly arguments. Close quarters doesn't help. We're chatting and then suddenly we're fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we'll get over this soon. We could barely sleep after all that arguing. Let's hope this won't happen again. I wonder if this kinda also makes them fatigued if they have that revamped. I wanna click on Mary Jane, not the rifle. Mary Jane is quite hungry. But they're thirsty. Yeah, we have enough cans. Let's go for that. Yeah, I'm kinda wondering what I could do to surprise you in the stream, Bob. Hopefully I'm heading the right direction with my idea. There's one sure way to get our attention. It's definitely banging on our shelter door. Whoever it is, they are quite persistent. They've been at it for 5 minutes. Should we open? I think we had this before. And I kinda didn't take the chance. And since I'm in a try and error mood right now, I'll just open up. It's maybe a really dumb decision, but I kinda need to get the hang of this. See what each event does, so can get a little better. And Timmy seems to be back. We opened that hatch, but there was nobody there. Damn pranksters making jokes even after the apocalypse. We're so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted in Fallout. We should be more careful next time. The majority of the local gas station was destroyed. Gasoline reserves blew up too and probably did more damage than the atomic bomb. The only thing left intact was a cashier booth, along with some cars and gas price board. Why or not, prices are still growing every day. A few water bottles were scattered around in the cashier booth. None of the explosions damaged them, though it was funny how that pipe's shadow got burned into the wall. Okay, looks like we got one bottle of water. Stumbled upon a half-eaten sandwich in the cashier booth and some bug spray. Okay, we got a bug spray back. Maybe we can make war first aid kit if needed. Mary Jane is still pretty fatigued. Timmy needs to eat something. Okay, all managed. Dolores needs to drink and eat. Cat seems to be doing alright. Okay, fine by me. And we prepare the next expedition. Also, probably should change our location. We were afraid the army wouldn't get back to us, but they eventually did. The next transmission was full of evacuation promises, but it ended on a big if. The speaker requested that any survivor groups armed with firearms should dispose of them before they are getting rescued. We don't know what this is about, but it sounds like violating our rights. On the other hand, are there any laws and rights left, or is it everyone for themselves? Okay, great. Our only defense against the raiders, and we have to get rid of it. Thank you, government. Very helpful. We decided to follow military orders and got rid of our rifle. We did so with a heavy heart. But if that's the price of getting to safety, we pay it gladly. That doesn't mean we're never gonna get another one, though. Mary Jane is very thirsty. Okay, you can have some. Timmy should eat something. Dolores is in a good mood. Ted's stomach is rumbling. I might skip on Timmy and Ted for one day. Who's all good? You're tired. You're fatigued. Kind of worried that I have to send somebody out and then they won't be in the condition for it. Okay, let's give them some and then I'll hope it's the right decision. Who's in the best condition? Timmy can't go, but how about the rest? Fatigued and hungry, fatigued and filthy. Dolores, probably? But I need more adults in here, so maybe I'll also sending Mary Jane? I think I'm sending Mary Jane. Oh, you just have to do. Day 33. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Timmy's very hungry and he's thirsty as well. Dolores is doing well. Tad needs to drink. Twin siblings have paid us a visit, asking if we have a map of our town in the shelter. Their group is becoming bigger every day, and they're slowly running out of space in their tent. So now they're traveling through the city looking for a good spot to make a camp. And we still have a map, so sure, take a look, friends. We're happy to see them again. We quickly handed them our map and pointed out several locations that might be worth checking out. They left before it got dark and still got a few hours of scouting in daylight, but they said they would definitely be back again to share some news and a friendly chat. We hope they find a good place. Maybe we could visit them when the camp is ready. Emmy's still hungry. Loris needs water. I'll skip one day on Timmy. We have a working radio. Why not use it? Maybe we'll be able to catch a broadcast or two. Hopefully it doesn't break because of this. Oh, great. Just called it. Damn it. Something blew up inside the radio and the wretched thing caught fire. We were able to put it out, but it doesn't work anymore. We need to fix this as soon as possible. Timmy is good. Well, at least he was 5 minutes ago. Probably before the radio broke. Now he's completely depressed. Everything seems okay with Dolores. That is alright. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocked on our hatch. It's not something what we anticipated. Yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they are merry men and wish to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we could make some new friends. Should we let them in? I think in those times you don't count as poor. You have plenty of water and food cans here, so no, don't let them in. Not at all. And Mary Jane returned, but sadly doesn't have any radio, or an axe, or anything. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in those troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Mary Jane returned. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. Should be more careful next time. Okay, again. It's always been followed. And that kinda worries me. The bandits may be coming soon, and we don't have anything to defend ourselves. None of the brand down buildings looked very inviting, but after some exploring, running away from mutated spider crabs, or whatever these things were, we ended up finding a bar. For some reason, it survived the blast, and its neon sign was still working. Except, of course, for the letter A. Who wouldn't have known that tomato soup used to be such a popular snack in a bar? We found a few cans of it and took them with us. We didn't expect to find any clean water in the bar, and we weren't wrong. Whatever we found wasn't pure, and it wasn't water. But hey, if it quenches thirst, it counts. So we got 2 bottles of random whatever. But they are able to drink it, that counts. Mary Jane's a little hungry. I'm really tired. Timmy doesn't eat much, but he should drink. Dolores is fine. Tad is thirsty. Okay. And another trip being planned. We still need stuff. Especially weapons. Axe maybe. And we need another working radio, of course. You maniacs, you blew it up. Aw, damn you. Damn you all to hell. That's something we should have told our neighbors when you blew up their barbecue last spring. Those were good times, even if they wasted a perfectly good barbecue. Now somebody wanted cake in here. Let's also change this up in case we're sending somebody out again. Who knows, maybe the new world will offer new opportunities and it won't be that bad. Still hoping for an opportunity to repair the radio somehow. Mary Jane is quite hungry, Timmy seems okay. Dolores needs water and food. Timmy is okay, Tad is alright. I'm gonna take your word for it. Okay, we have to send one of the adults out. Don't know who exactly. I think I'm trying Tad since he's in a better condition. He can't really take anything, so nothing that would help us anyway. Let's hope he just finds a weapon. And that he comes back soon, of course. Mary Jane's day could use a little food. Still? I think I'm skipping a day on her. She has to drink something, that's fine by me. Timmy should eat. Tad is going off to the surface. There's not a lot of space down here, and we can't smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed the hole, it felt pretty sick. It's a smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Yeah, please remove the source. Ignoring it might not help. We looked into the hole, fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated and sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be luckier than him, so we confiscated it. We gave the rat a proper burial in an empty can. He deserved that much. And we get a newly filled one. Fine tomato soup, yet again. Mary Jane is fine. Timmy needs water. Dolores is fine. Our hideout was approached by a man we didn't know. He claimed he used to be an accountant, but now he survives as a trader and a gambler. He offered us a card game for a bet of 2 water bottles. Shall we play? No, I'm not taking that chance yet again. We need to find a way to repair our radio or get a new one. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set to the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We send that man away. Good riddance. Mary Jane is fine. Timmy's rested. Dolores needs water. Tad is taking his sweet time. And we have a gang of raiders here. Okay, we are having problems. Hopefully that's not the end, but it might be. Since we don't have anything, Tad is outside. Radio's not working. It's just... Right, it just took one person. The enemies stormed into the shelter, but instead of grabbing our supplies, they got Mary Jane. She put up a fight and kept biting her kidnappers furiously. We hope they don't hurt her. Timmy is fine. Dolores as well. Okay, that's really strange that they are taking the people instead of the supplies and everything. I mean, maybe it's just a random chance. And we were lucky. There's never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity now in the world of ours. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner, rather than later, and planned a trip outside. Before we could make the third step beyond the shelter doors, an unknown creature started growling at us in the darkness. We only had moments to decide what to do. I'll take the flashlight. I think it's dark again. Well, sadly, we can't really follow this route since we don't have an axe and not a medkit. We decided to check what's coming for us with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog. The poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for the night. The next morning we opened the door to let it out. It still hasn't returned. Hopefully it will come back later. Yeah, but probably we won't be able to help it. Timmy needs a drink. Okay, it can have that. And I'm worried about Ted. Where is he? Hear that? Noises coming from below. This is probably the right time to check out the manhole in the corner. One that's been locked tight after we got into the shelter. Okay, well, let's try it then. That didn't sound good. And Ted is back and he's pretty sick. And I think he didn't bring a radio or an axe or anything. What the hell? And we really made it out alive. It was a giant mutated crocodile. Or an alligator? Or something else with a giant mouth and plenty of teeth. Is anyone hurt? Ted has safely returned from the voyage to the surface. Well, safely is... he has returned. Let's just say he returned. We believe that our expedition to the wasteland must have been followed by strangers. We should be more cautious next time. When scavenging for supplies, one should check every possible corner, even if it doesn't seem promising. With that in mind, we ventured into the ruins of the local bank, hoping to find something more than piles of useless pre-apocalyptic coins. It looks like the bank was robbed just before the blast. The vault was cracked open with saws hidden in teddy bears. Who does that? Anyway, we can see why they wanted to rob it so badly. The place was filled with tomato soup cans. How in the end did they get here? Maybe the mail had it delivered to the bank instead of the food bank? Well, that's really strange. Good thing we got 40 cans of tomato soup. Huh. It won't really help us in our situation, but it's not bad anyway. Found a shopping bag on the floor next to the counters. Contained a couple of rotten bananas, hand cream, a pair of bunny slippers, and some bottled water. Tempting as all of these treasures may have been, we limited ourselves to a can of water. Mary Jane is injured. But she's not even here anymore. How do you know that? Okay, we got a note that Mary Jane has been injured wherever she might be now. Nothing new to report, and Timmy? Dolores would love to eat something. And she also needs water. Ted's stomach is rumbling and he got sick. And we need... Do we still have a bug spray? So maybe we'll get an event to make a medkit out of that. And then cure Ted. It's the only thing I can think of at the moment. And let's also prepare an expedition. Our friends are back, and somehow it's not a surprise that they need our assistance yet again. The siblings were thrilled to announce that the camp has been built and only one small issue remains: a huge nest of mutated cockroaches. They tried to make them go away peacefully, but so far the roaches are refusing to cooperate. An invocation notice simply won't do. They will have to be dealt with in a more violent manner. We don't have any weapons, so we're giving them the bug spray. I'm sorry, Ted, but they're our only hope. He'll forgive me. Or die anyway. One of two things. And did they return one? Or didn't it work? Maybe it didn't work. The roaches proved to be reasonable. They responded to violence by moving out. They didn't even put up much of a fight. Maybe they were peaceful? Who cares? The camp is now ready to live in, and we hope our friends will enjoy their new insect-free home. Okay, they only kinda said that they would use it. But it worked out as well. So there's still hope for Chad. If we get the right event, that is. Timmy should eat something. And Chad is also hungry. Okay. I really want to keep Dolores in case Ted really dies off. So I'm gonna send Timmy out. And hopefully he'll return safely. And we are sending you here. Let's hope this is not a bad decision. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Today's been fine for Dolores thus far. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted needs water. Okay, let's try to give him that. Maybe that will hold him on for longer, even with being totally sick. It's hard being down here, living here. We need to make the best out of it, or else we might find ourselves in even more trouble. Yeah, that might be the case. We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal, and we might never get used to it. We hope the help comes soon. There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. And Ted's stomach is rumbling. Oh, great. Bandits again. If we don't do something about the no weapon, no padlock problem soon, then we'll die off. If we're lucky now, they only get Dolores and kind of flee. And if not, we're having a problem. Then it's the end now. We'll see. Okay, I only took Dolores. Leaving Ted in here. Oh no, instead of murdering us all and robbing our supplies like we expected them, the bandits grabbed Dolores and pulled her out of the shelter, kicking and screaming. Damn you bandits. Dolores will make you pay for this. We're sure of it. Something needs to be done about Ted's sickness. Yeah, I don't really have any options. Barking at our doorsteps could mean only one thing. Our dog friend is back. Not caring for hazards of the wasteland, we rushed to open it, and there he was. Poor thing seems tired and starving. Should we share some of our food with him? Well, we have so many other— I know we probably won't get anything from that since we would need an axe. And a medkit at least to go on. Proceed here, since we had before, but we never finished this anyway, so... But we have one extra, so why not? Don't be so cruel. It's looking bad anyway. Hey, and Ted is the only one to be in here. That's kind of a rare occasion, normally he's the one dying off first. The dog was back to his former self in under an hour. We don't know what they put in that soup, but man, that stuff is good. We decided the dog needed a name, and the right name for him was Pancake. Come here, Pancake, who's a good boy. Pancake stayed around for a while, but was gone the next morning. We can bet he will be back. And Ted needs something to drink. We got scared a little today when all of a sudden our map just fell off the wall. Maybe our shelter is haunted? When the map fell down, it revealed some sort of safe behind it. We don't remember installing it, but we'll probably crack it. Well, we technically have all the time in the world to do it. Should we try? Well, he's sick already, so what should happen? Big. Maybe find something, maybe nothing. That was terrifying. As soon as we cracked the safe open, the lights went out, and for a few seconds we were left completely dark. When it was all over, we noticed that some of our supplies went missing. Damn that ghost. Probably was a rat, but... Ted is not complaining today. And Timmy's not really coming back, is he? We can't really make an expedition. Don't have a padlock. And he's tired anyway. And there are bandits, which means game over for us. Well, it has been fun. We're never going to beat that game. I just know it. We're just never gonna do it. Oh, great. We thought these bandits would just kill us, but instead they grabbed Tad and took him away at gunpoint. We hope nothing bad will happen to him. They're always just kidnapping people. Maybe it's not even a bad thing, even though we think it's bad. And Timmy was also captured, according to the log. We perished again. Well, great. Yeah, maybe if our radio didn't just randomly break, we would have been able to just wait for the rescue, but this way we really didn't have a chance. Okay, and I think time-wise, how late is it already? We still have time for one playthrough at least, depending on how long it will be. But I think I'll take a quick toilet break before that. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, and I'm back. So, let's see how this playthrough will work. I should really try to get all the stuff we need right in the beginning. Okay, try to keep me focused. I need a radio. I need a map. All the family members, of course. Supplies. Gas mask. First aid kit also won't be too bad. But it's not a necessity. At least not in the beginning. So let's take a look around first. Okay, there's Dolores. There's Timmy. There's Mary Jane. Radio's in here. I might start with the radio. And the map is in there as well. Okay, this, and the radio, and Dolores. Next, we're gonna take Timmy. Some water bottle. And a padlock. No, I wanted the... Okay, then no padlock. Okay, Mary Jane. And more water. Okay, I think we have... Okay, we have a radio, we have a map. We have family members. We might need the flashlight. Okay, and we made it on time. I don't know, I think I forgot the mask again, right? Hopefully it's one already in. Otherwise I might have a problem. Okay, there was one already in, so... Boy Scout guide. Now we have a rifle, an axe, and a radio, bug spray. We're pretty well stocked. I mean, of course our supplies are not looking that big and good, but... Also got a padlock in here. Extra, and cards. The only thing missing, I think, is a checkerboard. If I'm not mistaken. Might be the best stock that we've ever seen. Yeah, it's definitely good. And I think the stream might be lagging behind quite a bit. Let me check that for a second. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken... I'm taking a look. While we're on it, nope. I'm not gonna take that. Yeah, I think you guys see me scavenging right now, and I'm already here, so... Stream is lagging quite a bit. If it gets worse, and you notice that I'm answering late, then tell me, then we can start the stream anew if it's getting that bad. There are only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker, so we thought, hey, why not play some games? They're not just for kids, you know? Might be about 1 minute of delay. We played hide and seek. The longest round we were able to play lasted for around 10 seconds, and it was only because the lights went out for a moment. Mary Jane is handling everything fine, Timmy is okay, Dolores as well, and Tad is fine. The start is good, but it may be that the random events are hitting us hard then. It's really weird when you get the feeling that something is watching you. Our shelter is tiny, but it has been bugging us for a while now. We checked all the closets and no one's hiding there. Is there something alive down here besides us? Maybe a rodent of some kind? If so, we need to show it that we're the dominant species of this little paradise of ours. Let's try the axe. Hopefully it doesn't break. Because we still might eat it. Okay, it didn't break at least. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Maybe Jane is thirsty, yes. Timmy? Dolores and Ted. Everybody needs water. And we have to send somebody out soon, getting more supplies. Gonna start off with Timmy. And I'm giving him the gas mask so he doesn't get sick. Let's hope he comes back soon. It's always better when things are calm. So nothing new with Mary Jane. Timmy went into the wasteland. Let's just hope he comes back with good supplies. Dolores is fine and well. Oh, as is Tad. Okay, the start is good, so I'm kind of worried. It's hard to keep track of time down here. Okay, they can't sleep again, huh? Kinda knew that the random events were hitting us hard. But we have to use up our first kit in order to keep everybody healthy. Let's just hope Timmy is finding a new one or something. Such a waste of a good first aid kit. Can't you just sleep on your own? So they are taking the sleeping pills and now they could sleep well. Okay. At least it's happening in the beginning. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today. Dolores is fine. As is Ted. Pretty calm. We're a regular family, so we have the occasional argument or two, but it was never as intense as the fight we just got into. No one wants to speak to each other. Let's just hope this won't last too long. And still no transmission from the radio. There's nothing better than the quiet after the storm. Or was it the other way around? Mary Jane is thirsty. Yeah, everybody's thirsty. Okay. I hope Timmy finds water for us. Good news, everyone. The government just announced that they will be dropping crates full of supplies in our area. Finally, they are useful for something. We should head out to get those crates as soon as possible. Grabbing some protection gear might not be a bad idea. Yeah. Kinda Timmy got the protection gear, so we're out of luck. Maybe he's getting one or two crates? And he broke our gas mask. He found soup, but no water, so we might be out of that soon. That's bad. It was too dangerous to go out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. The static is so relaxing. We are so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. When our scavenge trip was about to end with nothing, we remembered there was one place where we haven't looked yet. One place that is literally on our doorstep. Trash cans in our neighborhood. One of our pre-blast neighbors threw out a few unopened cans of soup. The joke's on him. If he's in his shelter right now, he's probably full of regrets. Like, alone like that, who wouldn't be? And the gas mask was damaged during the expedition. That's really bad, since now we have to wait for the fallout to slow down a little. We'll get a message from the radio eventually. But our water supply is pretty low already. Okay, both kids are hungry. And the parents as well. Okay, so one can of soup for everyone. And I would really like to prepare an expedition. I don't know who to send out since I don't want anyone to get sick, and we don't have a first aid kit anymore thanks to the sleeping problems. Not the best time or place to make plans for the future, but we can't help thinking about what we can make of this terrible situation. Is our house still standing, or will we have to move to some forsaken home like Toronto? What I always happen with Toronto. Let's just leave all those questions be for now. Timmy should eat something. We gave him some, so he should be able to hold out a little longer, even though he's hungry. And the others are all fine. I don't really want to send somebody out since our mask is broken and we still don't have any news about it being better outside. But I think the news comes around the next days if we're lucky. Mary Jane's very thirsty. Oh, Timmy's hungry. I need something to drink as well. Okay, everybody needs water here. Hi there, Coma. Nice to see ya. How are you doing? And Timmy is hungry. I think we skipped him already, so let's give him some. We're preparing, but I'm not sure I'll send somebody out if we don't get any news soon. There it goes again. Noises, weird noises all the time. They are coming from the pipes. Walls? Is it something behind the door? We don't know, and it's driving us insane. We should sit down and relax, otherwise we might get paranoid. And we only have the deck of cards ready, so we're gonna use that. Yeah, looking forward to the weekend as well. Weekend is always good. Unless you have to work on the weekend, then it's bad. But otherwise it's good. Having some fun made us forget about... What was it again? Yeah, good thing they forgot about that. It's always better when things are calm. Nothing new with Mary Jane. Timmy is... I just gave him something. He has to wait for another day. Rose is fine, as is Chad. And still no news, so nobody can go outside. But if this keeps going, then I'll gotta send somebody out anyway, and then it's kind of... Well, their bad luck. And everybody's okay, so can kind of skip that day. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we have to learn a leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will counter-rescue us and take us to some well-hidden and well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about this, so you know they must exist. We all need to make contact with the military. So let's try that, see what they want from us. We knew it, the government has not fallen, and they are coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in the radio transmission, but were sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch in a couple of days and told us to wait for their instructions. Okay, we'll wait for that patiently. But Mary Jane is thirsty, as is Timmy, and the others as well. Yeah. We're having problems with that, so I might send somebody out, even though we have a problem then. I'm very sorry, Mary Jane. I'm gonna give you the rifle. Maybe that will keep you safe. But you'll probably return sick anyway. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. And well, that would also be good. Timmy is fine. Dolores would like to eat something and Chad is hungry. Gotta skip on that one day. We decided to peek outside for just a minute to see if the store on the corner was still standing. When we were about to step out, we heard a growl in the darkness and a pair of ferocious eyes appeared a few feet away. We only had moments to decide what to do. Yeah, probably the dog again, so let's use the flashlight. Yeah, that's the dog. Little pancake. I wonder what happens if you have everything to prepare to kind of walk the route of the dog. I mean, we had the flashlight, then the soup, and the axe, but then it needed first aid kit, which we didn't have. Don't know how many steps are after that, and what it will get us instead of another person to feed? I'm not sure. We decided to check what's coming for us with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog. Poor thing seemed tired, so we thought it'd stay with us for the night. The next morning we opened the door to let it out. It still hasn't returned. Hopefully it will come back later. Timmy should eat. Everybody's hungry. So easy to escalate silly arguments, and close quarters doesn't help. We were chatting and then suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we get over this soon. I also hope Mary Jane comes back soon. Or getting news from the government would also be nice. We're done fighting, but for how long? Everybody needs something to drink. Okay, we're really getting out of water here. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If only we had a chance to tune into some emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. No news is good news. Nothing new going on with Timmy. Calm day for Dolores. And Ted has some problems. When we opened the bunker door this morning to let some fresh radioactive air in, we discovered a small suitcase on the doorstep. There was no note about it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Should we take a look inside? I'm not sure. Somebody might get hurt or sick, and that would be really bad. But if we're lucky, we find water bottles in it, which should really help us in this situation. So it's really a gamble. We have about 50-50 chance. Perhaps, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we have less. I'm not sure how the percentages are. So, kinda thinking about opening it. Also, I probably shouldn't. We don't have any water left. We'll die anyway. I don't know how long Mary Jane will take, and if she even gets water if she comes back. I'm gonna risk it. Somebody's gonna get sick or hurt. Yeah, poor Timmy. I'm sorry, Timmy, but it was a chance. It was an innocent-looking bottle of water, so we took a sip. We thought we got lucky, but it was a lie. Either that water was irradiated, or it was some kind of biological weapon. It made us all feel pretty sick. Timmy isn't feeling very well. Oh, poor Timmy. Dolores is in a good mood. Oh, that is alright. Okay, now we're having a problem. We're going crazy, or this entire shelter is crawling with little insects, or worse. It's worse, they're spiders. It's not some miniature ones, but huge, furry, and very creepy beasts. We've got to do something about them. Let's try the book. That worked. A good book is the solution to any problem you encounter. This includes marauding spiders. A few precise hits, and suddenly every spider is aware of what the word decimation means. We also found a misplaced soup can while hunting those pesky spiders. That was one beautiful hunt. Timmy needs water. Everybody needs water, and we don't have any. Maybe we skip the water one day. See how things go. That's a dog again. But as I said, I don't have the items, so I'm not gonna waste the soup can this time. And Mary Jane is back, and she brought water, but not much. Too bad. Last thing we're going to do is feed strays when we have barely enough to keep ourselves alive. None of us are very happy about it, but that's how it is. Oh, she's not even sick. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. During our expedition, we stumbled upon the ruins of a familiar building and a local bank. Although a place like that might not be the ideal source of useful supplies, we decided to go in anyway. You never know what you might find, except for bags of cash, obviously. Looks like the bank was robbed just before the blast. The vault was cracked open with saws hidden in teddy bears. Who does that? Oh, that again. Anyway, we can see why they wanted to rob it so badly. The place was filled with tomato soup cans. How did it end up here? Maybe the mail had it delivered to a bank instead of the food bank? Okay, 4 cans. I would rather have water. Oh, but we only found 1 bottle. Found a shopping bag on the floor next to the counters. It contained a couple of rotten bananas, a hand cream, a pair of bunny slippers, and some bottled water. Tempting as all of these treasures may have been, we limited ourselves to taking the water. Maybe Jane needs something to eat. Okay, now Timmy is in terrible shape. He needs water. Hopefully we have enough. Hi there, dang it, your whippersnappers? Did I pronounce that right? Pretty long name. Hopefully I did. Nice for you to join us. Lars needs water as well. Chad probably too. What about food? Okay, Jane has a can already. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Ted is hungry, but they still can hold out, I think. I think water is the bigger problem, and we really don't have any. And we have the phone booth ringing across the street. I'll send Dolores out. She should answer that. Hopefully she doesn't get sick. Nah, it worked fine. The only one sick is still Timmy. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from the nearby town of Hill Valley. We had stated to exchange information. When the call was cut short, something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back to us. I wonder if those are the siblings later, or what they have to do. I kinda not getting at that. Mary Jane is still hungry. Timmy's hungry. Everybody's hungry. Well, let's open 1 can of soup. Prepare another expedition. Playing a game or two might be a good way to relieve the mood and take our minds off problems of day and tomorrow. And hey, playing games is good for you, so why not give it a try every now and then? Hey, I like the stream so far. Thank you. I'm glad that you do. Just try to have a good time. We played I Spy and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that, everyone got bored of the letter W. Get again. Now we have to send somebody out. We're all out of water. We might die. May Jane is quite hungry. Timmy's shivering. His sickness is getting really worse. Lars is in a good mood. Ted is fine as well. So, Ted and Mary Jane the only one having a big problem. Should I give her? Yeah, I am. Let's just hope this is a good decision. Okay, who am we going to send? I'm gonna have to send Ted. And I give him the rifle. And he's going to probably marketplace. Here. Good luck, Ted. Bring water, please. And soon, if possible. Otherwise, everybody in here will die before Ted returns. Jane is still hungry. Jimmy needs something to drink. As does Dolores. We're really out of it. Okay, that was the last supply. Today the music from the radio stopped abruptly. Instead, we got to listen to a transmission from the army. We were almost halfway to the door when they started talking about evacuation. But it turns out that is something we need to do first. All survivors were asked to leave a sign that we are alive somewhere in the area. The exact location was given in geographical coordinates. We need a map to establish where that is. I think we have one. However, we know it might take forever until the government really helps us. A quick glance at the map gave us all the information we required. We left them a message in a bottle. Mary Jane is feeling safe. Timmy's okay. Dolores is fine. Okay, that's a good day. Guess what? We already got ourselves our very own frolic garden. Got a bunch of mushrooms growing on one of the walls. They're big enough to be eaten. How about that? Should we prepare a mushroom feast today? Well, now we have plenty of tomatoes, so we don't want to risk anybody else but Timmy getting sick. It's bad enough that he's sick already. And Tad is still not returning, and Timmy is getting worse and worse every day. You may be hungry, but there are just some things we'll never eat. More fungus is one of them. Okay, Mary Jane needs water. The other two are okay, and we don't have any left soon. Let's just hope Ted comes by soon, or we're all dead. So easy to escalate silly arguments in close quarters doesn't help. We're chatting, and then suddenly we're fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we get over this soon. Come on, Tad, please come back. Hey, he's back, and he had 2 bottles of water. Good job, Tad. We stopped arguing, but for how long? Tad has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. Our expedition reached the church, which was still standing. Most of it was intact, and some people decided to turn it into a shelter. As we found out, it was more than that. We weren't sure what religion they followed, but they were very eager to convince us that tomatoes are the source of all evil and eggplants are the only hope for salvation. Ah, crazy cultist. Cultists decided they won't be needing any holy water. We did a bit of miracle work and turned empty wine bottles into quite full water bottles. Okay, so good job. So much for our rifle, it got damaged during the expedition. Okay, that's too bad. Well, at least water. That's a good trade in my opinion. Our next trip we're gonna take... here? Mary Jane is quite hungry and she needs to drink. Timmy also needs water. Probably everybody. Dolores needs water and Tad is hungry. I will prepare another one. Probably should send Dolores since Timmy is sick. Shouldn't do so well. Oh, and those two again. Okay, they always gave us something nice when we showed them our map for the quest, so we're gonna do that again. We'll see what they give us this time. Last time I think they gave us a radio. Water bottles, please? Okay, what did they give us? We are way too impressed with their medieval outfits to decline, so we showed them our map and pointed at the location of our shelter. They quickly found their bearings and rewarded our kindness with a set of checkers, and swiftly rode off. Or ran off. We hope they find what they are looking for. Okay, that's not too good, but at least we got something. Jane is fine, Timmy is hungry. And the others are also hungry. I'm looking better than the water supply, at least. Okay, Dolores, your turn. Sadly, we can't take the rifle with us anymore. I want to have the axe in case the government emergency says we should cut those trees down again for the rescue. Also, if bandits might come, might be a problem. The mask is also damaged, which means she kind of doesn't have anything she could take with her. Let's just hope this turns out well anyway. You can do it, Dolores. I'm kind of worried about Timmy. He's not looking good. Maybe if we get the event again, where you can make a first aid kit out of the bug spray. It's not really our decision. Wonderful game. Thanks for the follow, dang it, you whippersnappers. I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself. Have a nice time. Mary Jane is feeling quite fine. Timmy too. Except for being sick, of course. Dolores is outside. Ted's stomach is rumbling and she should drink. And he's pretty fatigued. Okay. Water supplies are running low to 1 bottle again. We had so many items in the beginning and now we are having a problem with water. It's kinda the same as always. Just really hoping we get that event. It's hard being down here living here. We need to make the best out of it, or else we might find ourselves in even more trouble. Come on, give me that event for Timmy. He might not hold on for too long. It's easy to feel down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimism and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. Well, easier said than done. Jane needs something to drink. Timmy as well. Timmy is pretty fatigued, probably from his sickness. And Ted is doing alright. I felt that we should do something about our interior decoration. I think Shui is really off in our fallout shelter. While we are moving things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? The only way to find out. Taking a flashlight. Just hope that nothing mauls at us. While looking through the room with the flashlight, we ran into an old rifle that used to belong to Grandpa Bill. We believe he brought it back from Europe after World War I. It seems to be working order, even though in his final years Bill was more concerned with smoking like a chimney and trying on his beret. Okay, so we get the rifle back. We still don't have extra ammunition, but that's good anyway. Mary Jane seems fine. Timmy's okay. Cat is fine. Kinda worried about Dolores since she still didn't come back. We kept dreaming about the little things we did back in the day when there wasn't as many bombs falling down. Not on our heads anyway. Come on, Dolores. Oh, she's back and she brought water. Good job, Dolores. I'm kinda worried who to send out next since they're all tired. Except for Timmy, but he's sick, so it's probably death sentence to send him out. I wonder if I might find water here. Hi, and she repaired the gas mask, or got a new one more likely. Memories are not. We need to keep our heads clear and get a grip of reality ahead of us. We are glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. We believe that our expedition to the wasteland must have been followed by strangers. We should be more cautious next time. Okay, that probably means that we're in for a bandit attack soon. But we have weapons and we have a lock, so that might work out. During an expedition, we stumbled across a half-ruined wall with some half-burned painting on it. We quickly realized we found the ruins of our local museum. Normally, we would never enter an establishment like that without a ticket, but desperate times call for desperate measures. We jumped over the turnstile without looking back. In front of the museum canteen, we found a box with some water bottles in it. It was probably left there by some delivery company. That delivery company is probably out of business now. Or, I guess it was blown out of the market. Okay, so 2 of those, which is very nice. Not enough, but very nice. We're hoping for some sweets or snacks, but all the museum canteen had to offer was tomato soup. Those poor tourists. Yeah, the whole town is kinda addicted to tomato soup here. Between the rubble we found a half-destroyed statue of a lady. She didn't have a lot of clothes on, save for a gas mask somebody put on her face, probably as a joke. We were hesitant to approach, as the lady was dressed modestly, but then we saw she was holding an urn. As long as there's an urn, it's art and it's okay to look at it. Everybody knows that. Okay, kinda strange. But we got a new gas mask here, in case we got supply drops again from outside. Mary Jane is pretty fatigued. Timmy is very brave. Yeah, but might die soonish. I think you hold on for about 30 days. And he got infected kind of in the beginning. So might hold on for another 10, maybe? Loris has not eaten for a while and is tired. Cat need water. This morning we were surprised to find a letter on our doorstep. It was not signed and it contained a location and time for a meeting tonight, and a few sentences. It said things like, "We're friendly, come unarmed, send one person." We have no idea who could have sent that, but we're guessing this is our chance to find out. Are we sending someone? I think last time it was Canada siblings? So I'm hoping it's this time too and sending Timmy. And please, Timmy, come back. Don't die on your way there. It's not that far. Did he die? Because I think last time they came back on the same day. Oh, damn it. Timmy was very sick and there was nothing we could have done to make it better. He understood it and probably decided he's better off far away from such irresponsible parents. He left and never came back. Oh, okay. So I'm getting it. So he's kind of died from his... or died. They never died, children. From his sickness then. So... it can't be less than 30 days. It's only an about, it seems. It's true, it's all true. There really are others like us. We arrived at the rendezvous unarmed and on time, and we agreed with a friendly-looking group of survivors. They're being led by twins, rather than the sister, who seemed to be friendly enough. Okay, them again. We are lucky. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. Oh, you have to go. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad that you liked it, and I'm hoping you're having a nice day, or night, depending on which time zone you're in. And see you again soon. And I hope this counts on time. I think the stream is still lagging, is it? Yeah, it's lagging pretty much. You're still on day 30 and I'm on day 31 already. No, I'm sending a message as well. Then you can see how far the delay is here. We're so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us. And then he ran off like 5 seconds later. Well, good work. At least he still told us. He could have just kept the information for himself. Mary Jane needs water. Dolores needs to eat. How about Ted? Ted is doing alright. And sadly, everybody's too tired. But we're preparing the expedition anyway. Maybe it's getting better. But I don't think so. Today during breakfast, we were startled when our map slid off the wall. I checked the nails holding it, but they were all firmly in place. It could be a poltergeist, but maybe we need to perform an exorcism to get rid of it. Anyway, in the wall behind the map, we discovered some sort of safe. We're curious as to what treasure might be inside. Should we open it? Yeah, what could go wrong? We're doomed anyway. Let's just try it. This is not going good this time. Yeah, what did we find? We're not sure how or why the map just decided to slide off the wall, but we're sure lucky that it happened. Inside the dusty safe, we found some supplies. Some bullets. Probably for the old rifle. Mary Jane is hungry. As is Dolores and Tad. But I am waiting out for one day for them. But I give Dolores something to drink in the meantime. And I can't send anybody out. Well, great. Ah, she's still hungry. Dolores is not hungry anymore. That's strange. But Ted is, and he's also thirsty. Okay, there, Dolores. You don't want anything anymore. I can sort Mary Jane out. Okay, so we're preparing. Couldn't get a clear signal from the radio until midday, but after we turned in on the military broadcast, we were left speechless. Not only did they not deliver on the evacuation promise, they also ordered us to dispose of all our firearms before the military arrives to save us. Who would ask such a thing of an American? Well, we have to do it anyway if we want to live. Chances are slim as they are, so I'm gonna take every chance I can get. We decided to follow military orders and got rid of our rifle. We did so with a heavy heart. But if that's the price for getting to safety, we paid gladly. It doesn't mean we never got another one though. Yeah, probably have one in that playthrough. If we're lucky. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Didn't we just give her some? And she's thirsty. Now water supplies are going out again. Loris would like to eat and that is fine. If we're sending her out, we should probably give her food. Yeah, we should give her food then. We have nothing we could give her. Maybe? No. I want to keep the mask. I'm not. Every time I kind of said, yeah, let's just give them the mask again, then the military kind of wanted it. You kind of have to go without. Hope you're okay, Mary Jane. And there we are again. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Dolores needs a drink. That is okay. I'm kind of worried about this. This is not going too well. When Dolores came back from that expedition the other day, she had a tiny scratch on her leg. It didn't seem serious at the time, but now it's quite a terrible sight. If we don't do anything about it, losing one leg will be a minor inconvenience in comparison for what might happen next. Probably our axe is getting damaged by this again. I'm worried about what the government might want us to do next. Probably something with an axe, knowing them, and then we're screwed. I'll see. Or die of thirst before. Dehydration is a thing, we only have one bottle left. If there was one thing we could never consider, it would be cutting off any part of Dolores with an axe. Not only would she object to this, she probably would take matters and the axe into her own hands. It wasn't our best interest to avoid such a situation. We did use the heated axe blade to clean her wounds, and the infection seemed to be fading away. Operation wasn't pretty though, and we damaged our axe. Yeah, as I thought we would. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. And Ted needs to drink. Yeah, water supplies are looking really glim. It's hard to being down here, living here. We need to make the best of it, or else we might find ourselves in even more trouble. This is not looking too good. We are trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal, and we might never get used to it. We hope the help comes soon. Dolores is quite well. As is Ted. Now we might die if Mary Jane doesn't come back with water soon. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduced themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? That's probably the teenagers again, so I'm opening. And I supplied us with water. Thank you very much. We regretted opening the door the minute we saw who was standing on the other side. Dark faces, rifles, and determined looks of a band of teenagers. We're doomed, we thought. Then, out of the blue, one of them asked us if we were with the Reds. We never supported the Red Sox, so we confidently said that we weren't. Those tension dropped immediately, and those nice young people gave us 2 bottles of water. They also told us to have no fear since Wolverines are around. We're not sure what Wolverines have to do with all of this, but we took their word for it. Hi Bob, welcome back. Okay, so we got 2 bottles, that's good. Ah, and Dolores really needs some. During the night, we heard suspicious sounds coming from behind our door. When we peeked out in the morning, we saw a leather suitcase. It had no address or name on it, but we were pretty sure it was meant for us, should we open it. Okay, the only last times we opened suitcases, we only had problems, so I'm not doing that. I think the only case I really had something from the suitcase was the very first time I tried it. I got 1 bottle of water. And every other time I got either sickness or hurt or worse. We have no idea who left this, and nowadays you can't trust anybody. We're not risking our lives for some supplies. They could be poisoned. We threw the gift away and quickly forgot about it. Yours day has been fine. Ted should drink. And is hungry. Did Louis leave already? I don't know. Didn't hear him say something in a long time. Maybe he's just listening. That's also okay. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Okay, she again. This time I'm trying to give her some, and hopefully this is not a bad decision. Because I think I never gave her ammunition before. Let's just hope it's a good idea. We don't have a rifle anymore anyway, so... And Mary Jane is too black with water? I think those were not that much. Weirdly, mostly because we're kind of curious what she's planning to do with that spider once she catches it. She doesn't want to say. Maybe one day we'll find out. Okay, so we're not getting anything yet. Maybe we have to wait until she gives something back to us, or she'll kill us. We'll see. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. It might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again. A pile of car wrecks revealed that we stumbled across a big parking lot. Almost no cars survived the blast wave, but we went between the racks to explore anyway. Under the burned remains of a picnic table, we found some bottled water. Those bottles were not in the best state, but their contents looked perfectly drinkable. So we got 2 bottles of water. Good job. Welcome back, Bob. What have you been up to? Mary Jane is hungry. Let's give her some. And prepare another expedition. Twins are back and they need our help again. Their group is getting pretty big and it's time to start building a small camp on their own. They already choose a place and we're about to start, but a lot of people got injured in the recent raider attack. They're asking for mats so they can nurse their people back to health and get the work as fast as possible. Yeah, sadly we don't have any. Oh, don't worry about it. It's not that bad. And now I understand what you mean. Okay, now we have plenty of water supply for the time being. Yeah, a dog does require a lot of attention. If only we could help them, we most definitely would. We understand that might have planned to build a camp, but sadly they will have to find help somewhere else. Yeah, we don't have the med supplies, otherwise I would have given it to them. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Dolores needs water. That is fine. Hey Tad, Tad, it's your time to shine. An axe would be nice, Tad. Try that. Hope he comes back safe. Mary Jane said I could use a little food, and she's thirsty. Just gave her food, so I'm just giving her something to drink. Today's been fine for Dolores, and Tad left for the surface. Time to listen to some radio chatter. Maybe pick up some useful shred of information on how to get out of this mess. Mary Jane's guy could still use a little food, and the horse is quite calm. We'll skip another and then we'll give her something to eat. Watching Prison School. I don't even know that. Did I miss something? Something I should know? Is it any good? Okay, they're getting into arguments again. I wonder if they can also get into arguments if it's only one person left. Like Dolores when she got crazy and was talking to herself. Enough arguing. There are more important things to worry about. Yeah, like for example our supplies and where Tad is if he's ever coming back. Our supplies are scary and our morale is low. You can almost smell the desperation in the shelter. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folks from the retirement home. It shouldn't be hard to borrow some of the supplies. They're old anyway and we need them more, right? We could try. Try at least. We're now richer in some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about this. Let's just never mention this whole thing ever again. Okay, then I'm not mentioning it. We just got 4 cans of soup out of her coincidence. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane needs it. And Dolores is quite well. Hopefully Tad comes back soon. A little bit of water would be nice. We were about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that, when we heard someone knocking on the door. Seems to be a trader who's very interested in ammunition. How about that? Sorry, but we don't have any. And I think we also let him play checkers with us, and he got mad down since we didn't really have ammunition. We could tell Stranger was disappointed, but that was none of our business. If ever was a time to get used to life being disappointing, the end of the world is probably it. She's feeling safe. Dolores is fine. And where's Tad? Still not back. We're sure we looked for our supplies carefully, but Mary Jane spotted something all of us missed. A seed. A plant seed. We should plant it to see what happens, but we need a bottle of water for that. Should we use it? We don't have enough bottles this time, and we have more than enough soup, so I'm taking Mary Jane being disappointed. I'm sorry, Mary Jane. Don't be too sad. There are plenty of better ways to use our water. Drinking comes to mind. So Mary Jane will have to think of another way to occupy herself. Seems that Mary Jane took it harder than we thought. She only was emotionally invested into growing that plant. There isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane. Dolores has not eaten for a while and she needs water. Hopefully this... Where's Tad, by the way? Still not back. That's an anime. I didn't watch it yet. I never heard of it, to be sure. But the last time I didn't really have the time to look for anime, so might have missed it. I'm really worrying if Tad will come back. It's been so long. It was very unwise of Tad to walk right into the hand of a gang of filthy bandits camped nearby. He's not coming back. Okay, that's really bad. I think we're doomed. We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal and we might never get used to it. We hope the help comes soon. Yeah, I really hope it comes soon. We're almost out of water, and then everybody will die off. And if raiders are coming, we only have one chance to defend ourselves, and the second time we're dead. Mary Jane needs water. Another message from the military on the radio, and sadly we can't send somebody. They want us to send one person out. Oh, great. Why does everybody have to be tired right now? I mean, no, screw that. If I were tired, but that's my only chance of escape, I would try anyway. Just get my shit together. Risk is not worth it. What if instead of being soldiers, they are bandits? Or worse. My Jane is fine. As is Dolores. Please, somebody get better. Hopefully the military is asking soon. Okay, raiders. Just nice. We can use the padlock once, but the second time they're coming, we're in trouble. I think Dolores is looking a little bit better. She's only fatigued now, but could go outside. We're able to fight off the bandits this time, but there's no guarantee they won't come back. We need to be prepared at all times. Didn't think that a small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage them and attackers. Seems that they gave this whole break in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad the padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of another way to fight off the bandits or other super-hungry barbarians. Yeah, we don't have any weapons either. Maidens diet could use a lot of food. And water for Dolores. Okay, food is not a problem, water is the problem. And in case the military calls again, I don't want to send Dolores out. Really don't. Please, not a mistake. Oh, if only the government was asked again. Maybe Jane needs to drink. We're about to go to sleep when we heard scratching from the door. At first, it sounded like angry rat trying to eat the damn thing. We soon discovered it was something much worse. Someone is on the other side of the door trying to pry it open. We need to act. We don't have any weapons. The only thing we have is bug spray, so hopefully that protects us. Let's try our best. What did they do? Spray it in the eyes? Whatever it was? Bug killing spray may be primarily used for killing insects, but it seems to work equally well at bandit repellent. As long as you aim for the eyes, the reaction is quite instant. We're safe for now, but for how much longer? And is the spray going to be enough to drive those low flies away next time? Yeah, speaking of which, we don't have the spray anymore. So, it won't help us. Mary Jane is feeling safe, Dolores is fine. Oh, we never had this doodle before, can it be? It's the very first time I'm seeing it, at least. Very nice. Oh, government, please. We need you. No, I'm not gonna send her outside. Please, another submission? Can I send somebody out? Jane is fine. Dolores wants water and to eat something. Oh, why is the government not trying it again? And they're a bandits, so we're screwed. That's so bad. They took Mary Jane with them. Okay, Dolores all alone again. The enemy stormed into her shelter, but instead of grabbing her supplies, they got Mary Jane. She put up a fight and kept biting her kidnappers furiously. We hope they don't hurt her. Okay, so they're coming for us next, probably in the next days. We're doomed. Yes, so doomed. I think it's okay with Dolores. The more we know about what's going on outside, the better for us. Let's get around the radio and see if we can tune into the station. I'm so worried about bandits showing up again. Some friendly soul on the radio was talking about a supply pack she'd lost during a trip through our town. We immediately realized she must have been driven through our street. We rushed out and got the package before anyone else. So 2 bottles of water, 1 soup can, and ammunition, although we don't have a rifle. Dolores has to drink sometimes. Okay, then she can. I really hope the government is coming back at us. She's doing quite well. We're really having a problem. Can't really send her out, otherwise our bunker is being taken and we don't have a padlock. The government is not coming either. Okay, there are bandits. We're dead. Was a nice try, but ended up the same way as before. Instead of murdering us all and robbing our supplies like we expected them to, the bandits grabbed Dolores and pulled her out of the shelter, kicking and screaming. Damn you bandits, Dolores will make you pay for this, we're sure of it. Okay, too bad. We didn't find Jesus. When did we have the chance to find Jesus? Okay, that's really strange. I don't remember an event that... Could we open up for somebody? I don't remember. On day 25. Maybe I watch the stream again on the video and see what I have missed. Because that sounds really interesting. Maybe some divine rescue that's possible. And we perished again. Too bad. I think I'm never going to get better at that game here. It's just so hard. Even if you stock up and do all the right decisions, you end up with some crazy random event that's gonna kill you off. That's not good. But that's not making the game so fun, I think. Although, it would be funny if we kinda at least save one person one time, maybe. It would be a little bit more rewarding than everybody dying every time. But the gameplay is kinda changing for us. In the beginning we saw a lot of Dolores and Tat skeletons, but now they're mostly taken by bandits, so maybe I should focus on the weapons a little bit more. I'm not sure. The music is kinda loud, I might have to chat here. Oh, that's a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. Somehow my chat when I was not working, does it? No, it's not working. Maybe I have to connect and write something? Oh, don't tell me that the Twitch alerts are still not working, since that's where I'm getting my chat box from. Okay, really having technical issues today. Hopefully I can solve this until the next time. The next stream will be on Monday. I don't know what I'll do for that stream yet. But as always, I'll let you know on Twitter. and hopefully the technical issues are solved. Since I have no clear idea what this is about, I couldn't log into the alerts this morning, and now I was able to log in, but it seems like the chat window is not responding anymore. Ah yeah, and I forgot, I think the stream is also lagging behind. Let's see where you guys are at the moment. This is really strange. Okay, you're still there. The stream is really lagging. I'm gonna send a message in the chat now so you can see how much it is lagging. Okay. Feeding and drinking routine. I'm kind of screwing that up already. I think I should feed him every 5 days. And drink, I don't know, every 2 to 3. I think just someone's finished with it. Now I'm purged with you. Okay, so you see, it's a lot of delay today, and I'm having other technical issues today, so I don't know what that is about. I have almost no drop frames, so that can't be it. Hopefully I can solve this on time. Otherwise I might have a problem. How did I survive that long? Yeah, maybe every 5 days. It's kind of hard to keep track when people are out. And I'm kind of worried why the chat box is not working. Let's see. I may have to reconfigure the chat box. Don't know why. Well, anyway, thank you all for watching. Next stream, as I said, will be Monday. More information on Twitter coming soon, and I hope I can fix this technical problem, since delay is not fun when streaming, since I like to interact with my viewers, and As you can see, even in my chat window here, I can't see the chat. Alerts are not working correctly at the moment. So I'm having a lot of work to do over the weekend. Okay then, thank you very much for watching, and see you again next time. Bye bye everybody.
Feel me now, listen. Feel me now, listen. 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 Listen. Feel me now, l Listen. Feel me now, listen.